we
which
go.
is 1,104 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Somebody pick that up.
Yeah.
I'm over here
From-
proud of my.
From he's from Iceland in 2020. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but
Is
Where's
this
he from?
Icelandic?
Iceland. Strongman Hafthor Bjornason.
Have you seen some of these strongmen? Like, they're not like they've got they look like they bowl for a living. They don't look.
They're all paunchy with big guts.
They look like Bill Murray and Kingpin. Like,
No, really like that?
yes. Look up this last strongman winner and guarantee you they look like Bill Murray and Kingpin.
I gotta check that out. I don't know why, but I named a file folder that I keep my show sound effects and whatnot in. I named it Clark W. Griswold. That's what I named the file folder. I was like, I've named too many file folders, things like FFFFF or GGGGG, because I'm lazy.
Why do you name them that?
Because it's right here. My hand is on the keyboard, so I just go FFFF or GG. So I will name things. I have a lot that are. I'm too lazy. So, do you want to save this? I'm like, I probably do.
It's just
Oh my
typing.
god.
And it's like you already have a document named like 7 Fs. So I'm like, okay, how about 8 Fs? Yes.
Jesus.
Cool. That's a new one.
You need to stop that.
So
I don't know. How about
I was
what's
naming this
in the
file folder. I was naming this file.
How about
folder.
it naming it sound effects? And then like your other file, work stuff, you know.
Work stuff. Yeah. How'd you know? I have work stuff. From work, like anytime I got a new computer, they would back up my desktop and all my files, and then I can go into Google Drive, and it would be a mirror basically. I could look at my old desktops, and like 8 years ago, I named a file Excels I may need, and then anything that was in Excel that wound up on my desktop, I didn't have time to sort through what the fuck it was for. I would just drop it into that Excels I may need. Yeah. I think I had another one called Word Docs I may need. I think I could probably get into it still. I should show you guys. It's fascinating how much shit I saved. I'm like, I want to go back.
See my email. My email
whoever.
gives my
Right.
friend Ramona. She hyperventilates when I share my screen with her, and she sees like because I have like a folder for like all kinds of things, but I don't read them. I don't read a lot of the emails. I just drop them into the folder they belong to, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you have so many unread emails!" Like it gives her anxiety.
Yeah. I deleted entire years at work, and I still had somewhere in the neighborhood of like 100,000 emails with like 67,000 unread.
Yeah, I get so many stupid emails. It's not even worth it.
I was trying to figure out what to do with my stuff, and like I'm at work. I'm like, I need to leave. Everybody else left a half hour early. I was there a half hour late. I'm kind of looking at my desktop, and I'm like, should I put a out of the office response? Like, there's some pending shit that has to happen. I'm gone. Like, I was like, what do I do? Like, I should probably.
Did you send an email to everybody?
No.
Oh.
Then my new boss came over, and he's like, so how you feeling? It's after 5. Are you happy? I'm like, no, I'm stressed. I'm stressed the fuck out. I said, why? I'm like, I worked all day trying to get stuff done. And I said, you kept giving me more work. There's always work. I said, there's just always things to do. And I don't know how to walk away and just be like, it's not mine anymore. I mean, there's things you guys should know. I can't explain everything. I guess I'm just done. And I just shut it. Okay. It was crazy. They had like, 2.5 weeks to get me to cross train somebody, some stuff, like some. They asked for like 5 things. I gave them the 5 things. I'm like, there's probably 105 that you need to know. But it's crazy. They didn't start asking me stuff until Friday. Hey, do you think you can put together? No, Thursday. Think you put together a list of some things, critical things for me real quick? Sure. And then Friday, hey, I got that. I handed it out to people. They had no idea how to do these things. So can you put some how to do those things details in there?
Jesus.
I was like, I'm not sure that I can. I just fleshed it out a little bit. I said, there's a 1197 page document that I used as my reference when I started to learn this job. I mean, you guys can use that. That's what it's for. Good luck. Oh my goodness. I'm okay now. Take a breath. I'm unemployed.
Oh, well,
Just till Monday.
I know. For one day. Even the new CEO, when he was leaving, he was like, hey, he's like, stay in touch if you ever need anything, personally. I've always got your back. I was like, give me a hug, you fool. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I mean it. Keep in touch. I said, yeah, I will. He goes, you taking some time off before your new gig? I said, no.
T-
I said, what?
I didn't. You should have straight out said, you guys didn't pay me enough to be able to take any time off between this
Oh,
gig and the next one.
Yeah, I answered why right behind that. I said, no. I used to accrue like 6 to 8 weeks of vacation, but you guys took that away. So I don't have any accrued leave to burn anyways from here. And then on top of that, that alimony and child support stuff that keeps me underwater, there's no vacation time for that. I got to keep earning. There's no break, but no break, not in life. It's like, I got you, man. I got you. I want to be like, that's why I'm leaving. Do you understand that?
Insanity. I'm
I got
proud of you. And it was tough.
No, it's easy. Yeah, I
When
know.
I left my last company, I won't name names. When I left my last company, it was extremely tough for me. I'd been there for 10 years. So
Yeah.
I had Michaela. I had started there. Darian was only 6 months old. And I had Michaela while I was there, and I had Weston while I was there. So those people were my family.
Yeah.
Like, we'd been through the shit together, and I just couldn't deal with the shit anymore. And it was really hard to leave. And I felt like I was letting them all down. But with the buyout and the new company that took over the old company, like I've said this before, I was getting to the point where they were taking away bonuses, and then they're like, oh, we're going to have to pay this much for health insurance. I'm like, I'm adding it up, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to pay to work here. Like, I got to get out. Like,
Right.
You want what for health insurance?
They're like, it's been 2 weeks. You owe us $180. Sorry, you didn't make enough to cover everything.
There's this episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs gives them a bill instead of a paycheck, and he's like, you're charging me for breathing? He's like, yeah, and for standing. That is exactly what happened. Yeah. And in order to keep Michaela's doctors, because Michaela has all these health conditions, in order to keep the doctors that she needed to see, I had to pay an additional $800 a month on top of the $500 a month that I was already paying for health insurance in order to keep the PPO so that we could see the specialist she needs to see. I'm like,
Jesus.
yeah.
That seems
I
brutal.
go, And then her dad stopped working around the same time and just like left his job so she wasn't double insured anymore. So like it was just so expensive. It was not good. I had to get out.
I think oh, I think, yeah, you looked at my benefits.
It's
quickly.
good.
I have benefits that are beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm excited. It's not going to cost an arm and a leg. Like if
Are,
me and the
are you
kids
going to contribute to the FSA and the HSA and do all of that fun stuff? I think you actually, the way I read it, the FSA is automatically set up through for you. It would be the healthcare, the healthcare spending account that you would, if you want to contribute, you contribute up to $2,500 annually, and it comes out pre-tax dollars.
Right. So the FSA is automatic.
It looks like it depending on which health,
to cover your deductible costs.
Yeah. So it depends on which plan you pick.
I'm going with the pimp one.
Not you're going with the middle one, right?
The middle. That's not the pimp one. 100% covered.
The pimp one is way too much money for the little bit of difference between the middle and it.
I'll do whatever you say. I love you. There we go. You understand? Oh man, I'm not very bright.
I have a degree in HR. Benefits are part of.
Yeah. You're like a chick with benefits.
You're an ass.
I like you for a reason. You got some benefits there, girl. Yeah. What's up? Hey guys, Saturday night shit show. This is Jeff. What's my name? Say my name, bitch. What's my name? Jeffrey
Sinatra.
Jeffrey Sinatra, or AKA Dad Bod Biker Beard. Uh-oh, wrong one. That is not what you should be looking at. That was a list of sites that I'm targeting for terrorism. I don't want you guys to see that, so let's find a different.
Is it your spank list?
No, that would just be your name on it. Let's see. Screen number 2. Let's see what this is. What does it say?
You need to chase down. I don't need to chase down Dick. Dick needs to chase me.
Oh.
Torn out what?
Wait, what?
Torn out what?
Didn't it say sidewalls?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah, Jeffrey's penis is really that good if you want to be fulfilled. And then there's puzzles. See, one piece fits in the other. Sweetheart, have the sidewalls torn out. You know that joke? No? I'm in trouble.
I mean, this is basically an advertisement for women to be fulfilled by your penis that you're showing right in front of your girlfriend. So,
No.
smooth. Good job.
No,
Yeah.
actually, I made this for you.
But protect your cervix.
Yeah, like that's saying that if you choose me, Sidewalls will get torn out, but your cervix will be protected. I don't know when I made that one. I was excited to find it, but yeah, I
You're
It
literally-
such
was
a
a
dork.
while ago.
I just found it. Did I play it before?
Yes, a few times.
Okay. I don't always remember.
I
What
know.
is this? Do you need to get some wiener? Okay,
Do you like making these videos?
I like doing everything that I do.
So there's the thing. Twitter shouldn't have been stupid enough to mess with me.
Oh, this is fun. We should just go through videos that I've made. Did you see the video that I made for you yesterday, Surat? I don't think you did.
What?
I made a video for you and I found it yesterday and I played it on the show and it was nice. I thought,
Yesterday or Thursday?
last time.
They all run together.
Yeah, it's just
Pretty much.
you want to split hairs, that's fine. That's fine. Not necessary though.
Wow.
Mike Hunt. Where did I find it?
He found it, now he lost it again. Because
Missy.
he labels things G G G G G G G.
I do.
Jesus.
Um
You could have at least put like RRR or BBV so you knew it was me.
oh, this one literally just said movie. I was like, what is this? It says movie on it.
You know, you can like do the search in the bottom of your
Uh,
start window. You're on a Windows computer, right?
But he doesn't know what it's called.
MOV. It's called movie. Yeah, that's it. It's called movie. So let's find it. It's got to be a movie.mp4, I guess. This is exciting. So, Mama Fox, what have you been up to?
Yes.
No good, some good, a little good.
Just in the pool a little bit too long today.
How
So
do you
look at
know
that.
this?
Look at that tan line.
Is that a tan line or is
That is-
that
That is not a strap on me. That is a
It's just-
tan line.
it's a strap on?
Nope.
For sure it is.
I kept trying to move it earlier, thinking it was the pink one. I kept trying to
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I need to get in the pool.
What
Maybe
is
I'll go
it?
to the pool tomorrow.
What is it about white chicks that you get burned at first and then you peel a little bit and then after that it's like
It depends on the heritage of the white chick.
leather. It's not leather. It's not leather. It's
No.
like you turn almost African by the end of summer. Like it's dark, and it's
Eh, eh.
layers. And part of it's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I
because
actually
sun damage.
did not burn this year because I still had so much tan from last year that I didn't burn other than like just this, and this will be
You know,
the red.
I haven't been out tanning in forever.
I haven't peeled.
I normally get very dark. I know I look really white.
you don't. Are you Indian? Are you black? What is it? You got something in you. What is it?
I'm Native American
Is it Native American?
and El Salvadorian.
Get yourself some of that native money. I don't know about El Salvadorians. I think they just do like yard work and shit.
Well, I just got to join MS-13, right?
Oh, okay.
Traffic in some drugs. We good.
Okay.
Join a gang, some
Yeah.
guns.
Nice.
I don't know.
You know what's
That sounds-
amazing is they don't even take it personally when you insult them like that. And you just make assumptions. I think is amazing. I mean, for a bunch of
Well, yeah, there's a lady I work with out with at the gym that she hasn't been back to El Salvador since she was 10. She was like, I'm never going back. It's a shithole. Like their thick accent.
for a bunch of wetbacks. I mean, they're pretty patient. So hi,
Wow.
welcome, Shelf Help Show.
If you travel
So-
via land, is it though? How does anyway?
Look, they're called wetbacks because
It should only be Cubans though,
It's
technically, because those
derogatory.
are the only ones who go across
No,
water.
there's a river. There are rivers. Look, human trafficking, I mean, it's no joke, but it's fun. I mean, if you think about it, it's like playing Frogger. except with children.
Not really.
Okay, then. So, if you look at my file folder, I wanted to share something with you. I don't know if you can see. There's a trend. Can you see it? Look, I saved this picture as JT. That's probably John Trapp. This is JTT, and this one is JTTT.
Jesus.
Okay, and then we got KKJ ping, and then we got a HHH, we got a HHHHH, we got a JKH, and then we got a GFGHG, then an FGFD. Okay, that one says Shrek. That's very specific. That was on purpose.
No wonder why you randomly find shit.
FHFHHF, then FHFHFF.
We're
Oh, that's a
never
copy.
sharing a computer.
That's a copy. Okay, so we can delete that.
Like never.
What are you talking about?
Oh my fucking God.
Well, you don't have to worry about how I catalog things. It's not for you to look for. So don't worry about it. But look, check this out. This is the best. Sometimes I do catalog things in a very intelligent way. Like over here, Clark W. Griswold. I named this file that because I like that character. And sweetheart, I was thinking about you because I believe we were talking about European vacation or Vegas vacation at the time. And I was like,
Yeah.
what am I going to name this folder in order to remember it? And I said, oh yeah, Clark W. Griswold. That will be it. That's great. So I don't even know what's in here though. Because when it gets full, then I transfer everything over to my D drive, which is 256 gig external drive. That one says daddy. That says download, download, download. This is Gilbert Gottfried. I bet that's a picture of Gilbert Gottfried. Do you want to open it? I'll find out. Let's see if I was right. Ooh, yes.
See, I'm almost scared for you to open shit.
Yeah, I get scared too. So I try to put stuff that's inappropriate into like an obvious spot that like if I didn't want the kids to open it because there might be something weird in there, then I would pick something obvious to call it. Like I believe I have a file folder called
Don't open.
naked pictures or naked hot chicks or something like that.
Yeah.
So then the kids are like, hey, well, we're not gonna open that. Because they
They
know
wouldn't
that,
open it out of curiosity.
no, because they know dad's not kidding. So they know that dad will not label stuff that they can just find and then be shocked. So if dad labels it, they know it could be worse than being shocked. They could be scared. Look, this one is just all G's. Let's open it and see what's in there.
I hope that it's not any pictures of me.
No, file is a text document. No, this is a blog that I wrote for rats.com. Actually, I'm a somewhat new rat rescue and rehab person. I have had pet rats over the years, and they've always been some of my most fond memories. So, long story short, a breeding pair of black and white rats made their nest under my house. All right, so that was all G's, obviously, right? My dad's best friend. I believe that is a pornographic story. Let's open it. I'd always been a strong student, so when I finished my first semester with my 3.94 GPA and a nice, oh, you remember this?
I remember the story.
We never finished it, did we?
I listened to it
Oh, did you?
or read it.
My God, he whispered from behind me, your ass is so fucking tight.
Should I just back out of this because it's a little awkward?
It's a story. I didn't write it. Below the currently supported
I think
JavaScript.
when you and John are doing, Brokeback, that's fine. But
Yeah. So look, this is important stuff. This is all K's because I wanted to memorize the supported global objects within JavaScript IVRs. So it was important that I had it. Hi. The water main broke. So it means the water that comes underground in order to come up to the sink, it cracked underground. So it's leaking. So the house, there's sinkholes are happening all around here. Just kidding. No sinkholes.
Yeah, like yours. Be
Yes.
nice.
Even she's 16, I'm a dick because she was terrified of sinkholes when they she was little and they came up on the news. She was like, sinkholes. Oh, great. Now there's that. Sorry about the sinkhole joke. You won't. Yeah. You won't fall into a sinkhole, likely.
Wait, are you live?
Yeah. You can you can still watch TV. How was your everything? Talk amongst yourselves just for a moment. I'll give you a topic. Menses. Does it suck or what? Go.
Oh my gosh, you're so stupid.
Jesus.
He's so dumb.
I know.
Menzies. And the thing is, nobody calls it that, but I mean, I do. But
That's why he calls it that. Then.
have you ever seen that video of that guy? He comes, okay, so his wife is filming him. And I had never heard anybody else call it Menzies before, except for this video. She's filming him. He's like, so tell me about those women at Walmart. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, what did they smell? Like, did they stink? And he's like, and then he's like, yeah, they, and he starts,
Oh.
and she's like, well, tell me, can you describe it? Did they smell like poop? And he's like, no, like they smell. She goes, did they smell like Menzies? And he's like, like,
Oh.
he's like, no, they kind of smell like.
Oh.
He couldn't talk. Just thinking about how they smelled. He's nowhere near them. He was dry heaving.
Wow.
That's how
Ooh.
bad these women apparently stunk at Walmart.
Ooh.
Oh, it's an amazing video. But he's like,
Oh my God.
but that's when she said that I died because I was like, oh, somebody else calls it that. She's like, did they smell like they were on their Menzies? And I'm like, if you can smell it, they're just really unhygienic.
Yeah,
Because you
that's-
shouldn't be able to smell it. That's
No.
gross.
No, not even yourself. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
I haven't had that over 10 years, 15 years.
oh,
Something
I'm
like that.
jealous. I don't want it at
Yeah.
all no more.
Nope. It's to be done.
Okay. And that concludes our expert
Menzies.
testimony on Menses.
Woo!
Mm.
Stick it farther back.
Mm.
You bit it off.
You're not
Hey, you were
supposed
gonna
to
come
bite
back
it.
with ice cream.
Came back with a hot dog.
No, what the
This is
hell?
audience.
Mm. 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 It was
Oh my
a-
god! Did you see him? Did you see him take the whole dog? The whole dog. Oh my god!
That was nothing. You should have seen me with the two big black cocks.
Either side.
Mm.
Don't joke. Haley may not give you the Heimlich.
Honey, I had a bad dream, but it was kind of good. We were being taken by three black guys. I wasn't intimidated. I was entertained. I thought it was fun. And then I came. What does that mean?
Well, let's unpack this. Oh, that's funny because you probably got packed.
I'm back. Yeah.
So,
Hmm. But bump. This is dripping down my chin.
that reminds me of that joke that's horrible that I shouldn't say during Pride Month.
Good.
You know my joke.
Mm.
My favorite joke of all time.
That was. I remember telling.
It's bad. I don't know if I should say it. You might get blocked off of YouTube's.
Mm. It's
We'll
a
just
truly
put
tasteless
you-
joke.
I
we'll just
won't
put
say
you
the
on the
F
list.
word.
It's
I will
okay.
say
Okay.
the other term for it.
Yeah, don't say derogatory. Yeah.
Okay.
you
What's the difference between a gay man and a refrigerator?
Game and refrigerator. What's that?
The refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull the meat out.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh Lordy.
See, y'all act like you haven't queefed before. You're allowed to tell that joke. I think that was really good.
Well, when you replace the derogatory term with the correct term, otherwise it's considered hate speech, right?
Right. You can make jokes without being hateful. You could leave the F word out. That doesn't sound like you're angry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome.
So we're gonna do a show someday where we're just gonna go through my files. We're
I'm
just gonna
scared.
click next, like kind of like scroller. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm a little nervous about the idea, but I'm pretty sure if you search my entire computer, you might find some screenshots or some downloads of things that I saw on Scroller. Maybe you might find some naked girl pictures from Naked Girl website. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm pretty boring. You're not gonna find anything illegal. You're not gonna find anything immoral. Well, immoral. I don't know. What's immoral?
That's a well, it depends on what you consider moral.
Okay, moral would be to abide by a code that I would be happy to express to the next church that I joined. Oh, it's not moral. No. What if we all lived that life? What if we all lived the life that we would lie about? The one what if we actually live the life that we lie to people about?
Being a good life.
When we feel like they think they're better than us and we feel intimidated by that.
Thing is, I think that so the church, like Michaela goes to church with friends, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't go to my church, or she doesn't always go to my church. Sometimes I go to her church with her. But I think the family she goes with is that, like, lives like that. I think they honestly live like that. I don't think I don't think they have immoral thoughts at all. Like, it's strange.
Is it intimidating?
Well, sometimes. Yeah.
You ever find yourself making a comment and then you'd be like, and that's exactly why we don't think like that. Shit.
I was at women's breakfast and I realized, like, I'm a sinner.
Isn't that the point of fellowship, is not to bring together the perfect people?
Well, like, this one lady was like, well, I was talking to my wife, or my son's wife, and I was explaining to her, like, you just don't give up on marriage and all this other stuff. She's like, even if he's not doing the right thing. And I was like, I'm gonna fuck your son. No.
Yeah. No.
Who the hell do you think you are? If he's not doing right by her, she needs to go.
Oh yeah.
That's right. It said, judge not unless your husband's not doing right by you. Then judge that motherfucker all you want. Amen. So when you're at the woman's brunch or whatever you were with the real Christian women, did you find yourself embellishing at all, like your little tales of piousness? And
No.
I would lie my ass off. I'd be like, listen, I just fasted for 40 days and 40 nights because
Well, like, one woman, we were talking about, like, how to find God in the small things, right? And like they did a story about orange juice where you thank God for the trees that grow and you thank God for the oranges and the trucks that are able to deliver it and the people who press it. And you think about like that process and how simple, like simplify it and break it down and be thankful for every step of the process, because without all of those steps in that process, you wouldn't have the juice. So you have to, you know, like it may be just something as simple as orange juice, but the beauty of how the process, and to be thankful that you're able to drink it because all these people participated in that process, which to me was just more of a speech for capitalism, but that's cool. And so we're just like, you know, I'm like jobs. So, but she was like, you know, when they were talking about it and then and then like one lady, she was like, she's like, and there's like, so what, name something that you hate doing, but you know, you could try to be more thankful for. And this one lady was like, chores. Like her
Chores.
biggest problem in life was the fact that she didn't want to wash the dishes. And I was like, I found myself being resentful. I was like, fuck you. Your biggest problem in life is you don't want to wash the dishes. I want to stab you in your motherfucking face. You stupid ass bitch. Like, fuck you. So when they came to me, I'm all resenting others. I really need to work.
You're all pointing. Fucking bitch.
I know my mom kicked me.
Jesus
My
Christ.
mom kicked me from underneath the table because, like, as she's like, chores, I just ate dishes. And I was like, my mom, like, boom, kicks me. Because I just, my mouth was agape.
Oh.
Oh. And she's like, and then she's like, and then they're talking about things they're thankful for. She's like, I'm so thankful that my husband has an amazing job so I can homeschool our children. And she's just going on. And she's like, in my backyard, it's serene. And I get to sit out there and I listen to the birds. And I'm just so thankful. And I'm just like,
And I'm paying the guy in the corner to come rob your house, slash your tires, and tear up
I'm
your
thinking to
backyard.
myself, and then I'm like why? I'm like talking. All these women are talking, and they're all stay-at-home moms, all of them. And I'm like, I don't hate you. I mean, I do, but it's not your fault that my picker is broken. You know, it's not your fault that I have daddy issues. My dad was a piece of crap, and therefore I don't trust men, and therefore have to take care of myself. That's not your fault. It's just not. I still want to stab you all, but it's cool.
But I'm going to work on being more thankful for that.
Right?
Yep.
And then I just said to them, and as I'm talking it, I was like, well, you know, sometimes like I'm all, like listening to all of your struggles, I just think about Joseph and what God put Joseph through. I'm like, you know, and I looked straight at this woman who did the dishes that talked about doing the dishes. And I said, maybe that is part of God's plan for you. You have to, that's that obstacle of doing dishes every day is like, you know, Joseph being put into prison by his brothers so that he could one day be Pharaoh. Like,
Shut up, you did not. You did not.
No, I did.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Well, because the struggle is part of the process, you know, and I talked about Joseph and I went through it. Because like, I do that all the time. Like every time I'm like, why am I struggling? And I think, well, like Joseph never complained. He's like in prison, falsely accused of rape, never complained. His brothers put him in prison, like, because his whole family hated him, never lost faith, never. So, you know, she shouldn't lose any faith doing those dishes because she's like Joseph.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, the struggle is real. Mary Beth, Mary Pat, Mary Kate. Y'all like
I'm
Joseph.
gonna burn in hell, aren't I?
We're gonna call you all
You
Mary
wanted me to
Beth.
come back.
You know,
They asked me to come back to the next women's breakfast.
Yeah, yeah. You have this like unique ability to shock somebody out speaking favorably in their direction. Um, and it just gives you the sick twisted pleasure. The sarcasm there, but genuine like care and concern, and yet fuck you sarcasm. You're good at it. You're quite good at it. I'm impressed.
And then she was like, I would, she's like, I love that we have children the same age. I'd love since my kids are homeschooled, they don't get a lot of socialization. I'd love for my kids to hang out with your kids. And I was like, oh, no, but you
You think
probably wouldn't.
you think your kids are we'll say from a worldly standpoint, right? My kids more worldly, your kids more more sheltered, right?
Yeah.
But compared to real Christians, your kids are nightmares. That's funny. Mine, they wouldn't even let them into the same fucking geographical area.
You had to throw holy water on them.
Yeah, mine would literally be like, again, like, guys, you're gonna have a chance to save some souls today. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna feel like an exorcism, but we don't give up on love, right? Okay.
And my
Oh, I
son
just-
just plain old, I'm not going. Just
I could
not
just
he won't
imagine.
show up.
Could you imagine a theological discussion with Darian?
He would just wear people out.
He wears me out.
Darian would just relate his current perspective on Jesus isn't real. This is all made up on the Clone Wars and how they gave the clones, they made them sentient, which means they had feelings and they felt pain. And then after Order 66 happened, they slaughtered all the drones. And they weren't just robots at this point, guys. They had feelings. They did it on purpose. They made them feel pain.
There's this one
So
that went
Jesus
rogue.
died on the cross for who? Darth Sidious.
He's talking about this one that was had to be they got a bullet fire and became more self-aware, and it overrode his programming, and so he was no longer faithful to the Empire, and he ran away, and then he fell off a mountain, and then as he was dying, like he was like, everything's getting dark. He was like, it was incredibly sad. It was just so sad. He's like, as he's starting to realize that he was free from like the shackles of his programming, he died, and he talked about how he was scared of death, and he's like going on and talking about it, and I'm like, oh, and I like look at my watch and I'm like, yeah, we got another 45 minutes at the gym. This is great. I can't wait. This is gonna be the best hour of my life. And then he tells me, he's like, maybe we should work out for an hour and a half today. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe not.
The conundrum.
Talk about sentient robots anymore today.
It's not like he didn't post up in your bedroom and talk about it for 3 hours while you were working. He's like, now that I have your undivided attention,
You
let's
can't go
start-
nowhere.
Let's start over.
How old is he?
16, and he hasn't discovered girls. So
Is he still looking at hentai?
yeah.
Good. He's still hetero. Speaking of hentai,
So he was on Discord today playing D&D, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, who are you playing with? And he goes, Joey. But I heard Joy. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, oh, so who, tell me more about Joy. And he goes, oh, like we go to school together. And then he doesn't use like gendered terms. He's like, they graduated, and he's just going on. And I'm like, okay, so when do I get to meet her? And he goes, you've met
Sure.
Joey, Mom. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Damn
I'm
it.
so upset. I was like, oh,
You're like, oh, fuck. Damn it.
I have pictures of when my son Michael, the picture's right up there actually, when he was in daycare. So they were two, because Lindsay is 3 months, the same month, like 12 days or something. Anyways, a few days younger than Michael. So they're both in September. And so they went to daycare together. They potty trained together, did the whole 9 yards. And I told him I already had their wedding patterns in China picked out, you know. They were the cutest. We did birthday parties together, each other's, up until they were like 10 or 11, 12 maybe. And then they lost touch. And then after they graduated, so even though they were same year, she went to Laughlin. So she was a year ahead of him. But after he graduated, they touched base again. And one day I was talking to him on the phone, like last year, I think. And he says, oh, guess who I ran into? I was like, who? He's like, Lindsay. I was like, wait, what? Lindsay? Lindsay, my Lindsay? Lindsay, how's she doing? Are you guys dating? He's like, Mom, we're just talking. I'm like, well, I was just asking. And so then like weeks later, I'm like, so you still talk to Lindsay? He's like, yeah, we talk most like every day. I'm like, really? Okay, so dish. And he's like, Mom, stop, you know, just like totally embarrassed. And I was like, damn it, come on, give me something good here.
Right.
And then like a few weeks later, he's like, yeah, I don't talk to Lindsay anymore. I'm like, what did you do? He was like, way to have my back, Mom. I'm like, no, what did you do? He's like,
Why doesn't he talk to her anymore?
He's like me. Like, if you're gonna text me, be invested in the conversation. Like, so text me, text you back, text me, I'll take. Like, I hate somebody that texts me, they initiate it, and I text them right back, and then it's like hours later, and they're like, oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. Well, why did you start a conversation then? So he's like that too. And she, like he said, that's all she did. Like, she'd be like, what are you doing? And so he would tell her and go, what are you doing? And then like sometimes a day or two would go by. He's like, I just can't handle that anymore, Mom. I'm like, no, I totally understand. I get it.
Right. I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Or I hate when people go, okay, as the response. Like, and it was not a conversation like that were warranted and okay. Like when you're like, for instance, I'm going to go ham right now because I'm thinking about a previous conversation I had with someone. I was like, they're asking me how I was doing or whatever. And I was like, I'm fine. And then I was like, I think I need to take a vacation day. And then they responded with, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, clearly this conversation is over because you're dismissive. Like, look at how passive aggressive I am.
They were being agreeable.
Okay.
Or they were like actively listening, like, okay.
No, they
like,
were not.
They're expecting you to continue with details.
No, I heard, okay. That's what I heard.
That's the fun yet the detrimental part of text. We can hear it however we want in our head.
Yep.
I said something to Rich a couple weeks ago and he comes back. What? Or he asked about my address. So I sent him something. So I had his address. He's like, I don't have your address. So I gave him, I started teasing him. He's like, fair is fair. So I gave him my address. And then he sent me pictures of Google of my house. I was like, stalker much? Joking. And I was like, oh, my pool. Because he did an overhead view. And I was like, my pool. And he's like, yes, babe, it's your pool. And I was like, I love my pool. And I'm being like sarcastically funny. Like, that's just how I said it. Like, I love my pool. And he was like, why are you being so defensive? I didn't mean anything. Like, I was like, dude, calm the fuck down. Calm down. Bring it down. It was a joke. Ha ha.
Women overreacting always.
He was the one that overreacted.
Oh yeah, remember we were talking the other night about how did that go? Yeah, so when we were doing it and I looked back, you were like, wow. Like, what was that about? That wow. Like, what was that? Like, I'm gross. I'm hideous. Wow. You're disgusted. Wow. You can't believe you're here.
That was you, dude.
What was that?
That was.
Did I do that to you?
So wow, like can you be specific with the wow? No, it's like wow, like you're so hot. Like I was about to come. Yeah, you would say that now. Yeah, you would say that now. Not what I heard.
That sounds like something I never do it in the moment. I always do it after.
I was just channeling a generic
Oh.
female response on
No, because I'm not going to
on-
interrupt
on Missy's behalf.
my orgasm. I'm going to get what I need from it. And then we're going to have a conversation about your fucking attitude.
Yeah, I know.
I'm all for a little bit of talk during, but don't have a full blown conversation. Like, no. I don't want to talk about like what's on my list to do list tomorrow. Come on, dude.
Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? This is like the best look ever.
Or you talk about your friends.
Oh,
And then you would
Oh.
see what she said. She fucking said,
and you know you're gonna get stabbed or he's gonna get stabbed if he ever goes, well, my ex did that once. No, you didn't. You are now done. Forget my orgasm. You're not getting one either.
You were
Nobody.
so much better than my mom.
Ooh.
I meant like when you're lasagna. Like I was surprised my mom was good at lasagna. What were you thinking? Odd.
Oh my god.
Why is the word mom a turn off? I don't understand.
yeah. Did I tell you, speaking of
Hello.
like moms and that kind of thing,
Mommy.
did I tell you I was at Michaela's recital? And her dad was
Recital.
there with me.
Yeah.
And we were like standing waiting for them to add more chairs.
Making
And
out.
one of the kids that was adding more chairs was like, hi, and asked me where Michaela's boyfriend was and stuff, and was talking to me, and then like left. And then another little girl came up and started talking to me and left. And I know them, but I don't know them, but they all know that I'm Michaela's mom.
Yeah.
And they're all talking to me or whatever. And then he says, do you know all these kids? And I was like, some of them I do. Some of them Michaela shared my picture. And he goes, why is Michaela sharing your picture? Because Michaela walks up as this happens and she goes, oh, because I have the hot mom. And I
Nice.
was like, oh,
That's amazing. I love it. I have the hot mom because you know some boys will be like, "Oh yeah, you see Michaela's mom? I get well, really?" And she's got like, "Yeah, okay, here you go." Yeah. Anyone? You know, there's some coffee cups and T-shirts that I haven't been able to sell. I think I can repurpose them.
I don't think that I want anybody claiming that they've violated me. So And-
Whose name should be on the shirt?
Joke.
IF whose mom? Michaela's mom, Darian's mom, Weston's mom.
Weston's mom. That'd be really inappropriate, being that he's in first grade.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna move some shirts, really, Michaela's gonna sell the shit out of them. So
Well, she is.
I say we put her name on there.
She's an entrepreneur. That one.
100%. She's a pimp. She's impressive. So I think I can't even say it out loud.
How old is she?
She's 4. She just turned 15.
IF Michaela's mom.
She so like I don't know if anybody like so we went to this birthday party and somebody made these marshmallows dipped in chocolate and then graham crackers on the outside. So it's like a portable s'mores. And she decides that this is amazing, that this idea is amazing. She likes it. The flavor's there. She thinks it's great. So she makes samples, brings them to school and says, and then has friends taste them. And then they say, these are great. And she goes, okay, would you pay $1 for them if I use jumbo marshmallows? And they're like, yeah. And so she started making them and selling them at school. You're not supposed to sell food at school.
Oh,
Right.
hello!
Then she started selling like double dip chocolate ones, like, both sides and all this stuff. The tooth and like double dipped for $2. And these kids are paying it. And the teacher catches her and she's like, on the teacher's like, you're not supposed to be selling food. And she's like, oh, I am. She's like, I'm sorry. I didn't, like whatever. She's like, but did you want one? And so then the teacher was like, yeah, sure. I'll take one, and she ate it and she goes, okay, you can keep selling. And I was like, you bought off your first politician. Like, she made $150.
Holy shit.
In a week.
And that's, yep. And that's after the supplies. Like
Wow.
that's profit.
Wow.
That's
Her
crazy.
her
I'm proud of
dad
her.
did go out and buy her a fondue thing so that she could do the chocolate a little bit better because she was doing double boiler. So
You could just
and then
use
she
a
also
crock pot.
sold for graduation, she pre-sold chocolate dipped strawberries, and so she's doing those, and she sold those like so she'll be making those and she's made $45 on chocolate dipped strawberries pre-sale.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Who's your daddy?
My name is Jeff.
Like I said, she's an entrepreneur.
Good for her.
Yeah.
You want to sell get
So
her
she'll
shirt?
probably sell your shirts.
Yeah. She's like, look, I've got different ones. You want like I asked Michaela's mom? I
In your mind.
asked Darian's mom. You guys know Darian. They're like, yeah, it's more offensive as Darian's mom.
Is it?
But it's hotter if it's, I don't know.
Give daddy some sugar.
What Darian's best friend said that thing to me and I was really uncomfortable. I can't remember now, but I was like, I'm going upstairs and not coming back downstairs. Done for the evening.
What do you say?
I said so. I bought a SpongeBob shot glass.
Shot glass. Yeah, this was early on.
Yeah. And he said something, it was like very dirty for a 15-year-old boy that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, I'm so uncomfortable.
I was like getting. You want to get his mom drunk or what the fuck was it? I forget. Yeah. I don't know.
When you're sitting in the bush and you feel something squish, diarrhea.
What, Jimmy?
When you're sitting in the sun and you feel something run, diarrhea.
Jimmy, stop thinking about diarrhea.
When you're watching TV and your ass starts to pee, diarrhea.
Jimmy, stop that.
When you're sitting on the commode and your ass starts to explode, diarrhea.
Jimmy, stop thinking about diarrhea.
When you're wearing a big hat and your ass starts to splat,
Jimmy,
diarrhea.
Jimmy, stop thinking.
Diarrhea, diarrhea,
Jimmy,
diarrhea.
stop.
Yay.
I loved it. I don't know. Do you remember that in elementary school? I feel like everybody did that in elementary school.
When you're sliding in first.
Yeah,
Feel
I said,
something.
Feel
never
something
heard that one.
first
Yeah,
Nope.
diarrhea. I don't,
when you're
I don't-
walking, when you're climbing up a ladder and you hear something splatter.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Whoa?
When you're walking down the hall and you hear something fall.
Ooh. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. When you're sliding into home and your pants are full of foam.
Oh no. That's
Yeah.
bad.
Diarrhea.
Oh, I remember the first time poor Darian when he was like 6 or 7 and he goes, Mommy, I went to fart and I filled my whole pants with poop.
uh,
And then his dad goes, never trust your farts, son. Never. And he's like, wait. And then Darian's everything's literal for him. He's like, for the longest time, he was like, you run into the bathroom and like sit on the potty to fart. He's like, you're not supposed to trust him.
Daddy, no!
Daddy, yes!
What? Where's that sound from?
Daddy, no!
Where did you get that sound?
Daddy, yes!
I don't know.
Sounds like Mr. Krabs saying daddy yes.
Right?
Shoot it all over me. Oh, Daddy. Oh, stop. I'm gonna come.
So,
That's very much. That's like one of those novels that Missy reads.
it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I just have a couple of quick questions, and then, sweetheart, I understand you have to go to sleep. I don't want to keep you up if you got to get up and go to the gym. So
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Family Feud style, though. I got a couple of questions. I
I'm
think
not driving to San Diego.
No, do not. Family Feud style questions. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 answers. What things would make cowboys sad when they happen? What do you think the top 5 things? What things would make cowboys sad when they happen?
Their dog died.
Dog died. Let's see. Survey says
Really?
yep. What things would make cowboys sad when they happen? Rebecca?
Good night. They lost a calf?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. Let's get getting bucked off by a horse or bull. I'll at least give you some sort of connection there.
That's not anywhere
They
near it.
lost a calf and they got bucked
Perfect.
off.
Let's keep
I'm not
going on
saying
that
there's
angle.
not discrimination in this or anything, but
That's nowhere near. Do you hear me? I was like, that's not even remotely close,
No,
but
no,
cool.
that's close. What things would make cowboys sad when they happen?
they ran out of whiskey.
Yeah.
that would be similar to losing a gunfight. Yes. Good
Sure.
job. All right.
If the gun is the bottle,
Yeah. Okay. There's three more, Rebecca. What things would make cowboys sad when they happen?
the brothel is closed.
Let's say being called a cowgirl, I think that's pretty close. Nice. To even up the score.
Well,
the
you
clock,
know,
what
if the
things would-
brothel was closed, who else is going to be the cowgirl? Come on.
Right, exactly. Right. Someone's got to be the cowgirl.
Right.
Brokeback Mountain.
Broke back that ass. What things would make cowboys sad when they happen, Missy?
They lost their hat.
Actually, losing their hat is number 4, legitimately. So good job.
Wow. Hmm.
And then let's say there's 2 more that haven't been guessed. So Rebecca, what things would make cowboys sad when they happen?
Repealing the Second Amendment.
That would be losing a gunfight. That is correct.
Fuck me, Daddy.
Good job. That was outstanding. That was actually really good. Nice work, guys. Nice. Outstanding. We got top 5 answers for what things grow big when filled with air. What things grow big when filled with air?
Balloon.
Damn
Balloon.
you. I was like, who's going to go first? Because we're both going to say the same thing.
Balloon. Is balloon on there?
Survey said.
Yes. Top answer. What things grow big when filled with air?
A
Mom
man's
Fox.
head.
Hmm?
A man's head. It gets filled with hot air.
A man's head.
Which one? Big one or little?
Well,
Uh, It's called a
Dealer's
blowjob, but
choice.
you're not actually blowing. Okay. Okay. Man's head is not listed. I was trying to find a way to give you credit for that, but I would have to be just lying, like outright lying. So look. So we have balloon. There's four
Pool
more.
toy.
What things grow big when she says pool toy? I'm gonna say raft
Mhm.
counts. Yeah. All right. We got raft and we got balloon. Mama Fox.
Tire.
What things? A tire. That is actually the top one. So very nice.
Balloon was not. Wow.
No, balloon was the second one.
Nice.
So there's one more. If you guess it, I will take my shirt off. If you don't guess it, I'll keep my shirt off. Anyways, I'll take it off anyway. So go ahead.
Oh,
Either way,
God.
I'm taking my shirt off. So
Survey said.
Sounds like a lose-lose situation.
lose. No one.
Um,
We're gonna move on. That was great.
What was the last one?
what was the last
one was
answer?
diving kit. A diving kit you fill with air. Who the fuck would have ever picked that? No
Diving
one.
kit? I
Diving
mean, I could
kit.
have figured the oxygen tanks, but a diving kit.
What is this? That makes no sense. Name some places that one can thrift in the U.S. Where are some places you can go thrifting in the U.S.?
Thrifting Goodwill.
That's really good, actually. Yeah. Mom Fox. Name a place you can go thrifting.
Yard sales.
Let's see.
Survey said.
That's correct. Name another place where one can thrift in the U.S.
Salvation Army.
Survey said.
That is correct. And one more, Mama Fox.
Oh shit.
A place you can go thrifting in the U.S.
I don't know. I don't got it.
Just say a thrift store.
Thrift store? Did I not say? Did we not say that? I think that
Goodwill was
was
very
in my-
specific. Thrift store was actually was very general. So that was really, really good. So outstanding. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Like pros. Like fucking pros.
Survey said.
Yeah, pros, guys. Amazing. Yeah. All right, and then we cut. Scene done. Fuck it. That was great.
Yay.
You know, if there was 300 interesting questions you should ask your girl to get her to know her better, would you be willing to answer them? You
Who?
for
Me?
Daddy Dick and you for me.
I would.
Yeah.
But I feel like we did our own version of that, just asking each other for like 3 days. But I would still do that.
This is some of these questions are so stupid. What's the most interesting thing that you have learned about me? Or your guy. Between your boyfriend and your dad, who do you value the most?
Oh,
Well,
Well, that's easy. If you had an abusive father-
dad.
Yeah, your dad.
my dad who mixes pills and alcohol, of course.
Yeah.
The one that I saw his dick on a fucking tablet. That guy.
right.
Survey said.
Traumatized for life.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're at Michaela can't get over how he doesn't know how to spell my name.
Your dad?
My dad doesn't know how to spell my name.
Ooh.
We were at breakfast, and I taken him out for breakfast, and he was like, how do you spell your name? And I was thinking he was thinking my last name, because I still have my ex-husband's last name. So I was like, Washburn, W-A-S-H. And he's like, no, Rebecca. How do you spell Rebecca? And I was like, and Michaela went, seriously?
Yeah. Wow.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, I can spell Washburn. And I'm like, but you gave me, he's like, and she's like, the name that's on her birth certificate, like the name that you had to sign, like you signed and you had to put on the birth certificate. You don't know how to spell it. He's like,
Seriously?
quit giving me crap. How do you spell?
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then 3 days later, that's when Weston was having trouble with his tablet, and I had bought my dad an Amazon tablet, and their clouds are synced. I had to enter my password to get into the library, and I answered it because I was trying to figure out why his tablet wasn't like backing up his photos onto the cloud, because I pay for storage. And I opened up the library, and then there was all these dick pics in there, like a ton of dick pics. And I didn't register that was my dad's dick until like about 15 minutes in.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, who's sending pictures? I was thinking that somehow Weston got a hold of dick pictures. I'm like fucking freaking out, trying to figure out. And then I recognize the background, and it's my dad's apartment. And I'm like, oh, bleh.
Oh no.
Curled up in the fetal position.
Wow.
You serious?
I'm sorry.
Do you
That's
remember? I
traumatic.
remember
Yeah.
you squealing like a little girl when I told you all that. Like you.
No. Yeah. No.
Wow.
No.
And then Michaela runs in and asks me what happened. I was like, nothing. And then Darian witnessed the whole thing, because I was freaking out with Darian, and he didn't see anything because I didn't show him. And Darian goes, yeah, so Mom saw Grandpa's no spot. So yeah, she's having a hard time right now. And she's like, oh, you saw where you came from? My kid. She's so funny.
Oh.
She's like, that'd be pretty traumatizing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh gosh, that's awful. That's horrifying. Horrifying.
I love that my 16-year-old still goes, no spot.
No spot. Then that's hilarious. This list of questions feels creepy. These are the questions in order that I asked. What's the most interesting thing you've learned about me? Between your boyfriend and your dad, who do you value the most? Number 3, have you ever taken alcohol? And then
Taken?
And then number 4, if yes, who influenced you to take?
Like drink it or steal it?
I don't know. Have you taken alcohol? Number 5, I like the texture of your dress. Can I touch, please?
This is like not English first language translated.
I feel like these are questions from an Indian guy on Facebook who's slid into your DMs on Messenger.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I send you a picture of P9 and you show me your vagina?
I like the texture of your dress. Can I touch, please? Number 6, when did you last went for a sleepover? Number
Yeah.
5, 7, rather. My friend said he loves you. How do you take it?
What?
In the ass.
In the ass, yes. Do you know how to drive?
As long as there's love.
What is your favorite dress? Do you like short guys?
And
how
I'm
would-
talking down there. What?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
How I'm Indian, by the way. How would you feel in case I die now? What can make a girl to be unfaithful to her boyfriend? Well, short,
best friend loves her.
Oh, what is your take on gender-based violence? He's not here.
I side with Amber Heard. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Would you ever like to be fat? That is
Would you ever
actually
like
what-
to be fat?
Yes.
Do you watch football? If yes, what is your best football club?
Football club. What
Must
the
be Indian.
fuck?
Club. What
It's gotta be.
club?
Gotta be. Have you ever
Football
traveled
club.
by air in your life? How often do you clean your house? What is your waist?
Every day.
Do you believe that God exists? What is your greatest achievement? I like your necklace. Where did you buy it? If my kidneys fail, would you accept to donate one of your kidneys? These are good questions. What is your favorite? Like, these are like check marks that I didn't even know we should be filling these out.
Right.
Okay.
Checking all the boxes.
First
you
of
know?
all, we don't even know if I'm a match for your kidney.
Well,
And
you know,
like, at what point in the relationship are you asking these questions? Because if this is like first date questions, fuck no, you can't have my kidney.
Right. But if this is into the relationship, like,
it
if
says
you don't
good
know if you've
questions
ever
to ask your
drank,
girlfriend.
like,
It says
how do you
good
not
random
know some of this
questions
stuff already?
to get to know her
Uh,
better?
You made me drink. Remember that time you stuck it in my butt?
Yeah. Margaritas, right? Yeah. Like tequila
Goodness.
makes you do anal. Mhm.
That's- What?
What? Well, what makes you feel proud? Hey, do you know how to swim? These are like yes or no fucking questions. Like, how are you getting to know somebody better? What's your favorite
Yeah.
spot in town where you like hanging around?
You should
The
know
red-
that if you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Are you always comfortable when you see me hang out with other girls?
No.
Can I introduce
Oh,
you to my parents next weekend?
we're just diving in the deep end here.
If my elder brother gives you a ring as a birthday gift, would you accept it?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Through my nose.
What date do you celebrate your birthday?
What?
What date do you celebrate your birthday?
On my fucking birthday. Like, what the
Oh,
hell is that?
At what time do you wake up every day?
4 a.m.
What happened to your hair?
Oh, that is just a loaded question right there.
What happened to your hair? That's offensive.
What? This doesn't work for
You
American
asked me
girls.
that, you're getting your ass kicked one way or another.
What happened to your hair? I was just curious. Which tourist destination will you like us to travel to this festive season?
This festive season.
Festive season, yeah. Hey, if I become poor today, will you still love me?
Well, with your English that bad, you probably already are poor.
Why did you fall in love with me?
I hate that question.
Or your bad English skills.
Will you feel sad if I don't respond to your calls for a day?
You won't be my boyfriend no more.
I will think that you were dead. I honestly remember
Yeah.
you didn't talk to me for like 3 hours, and I was like, he died. That's it. He's gone.
Yeah. You're like, oh no, you shouldn't leave me unattended. I made bad choices. Have you ever been?
I sent nudes to everybody. It was awful. You're like, I was gone for 3 hours. I don't know. I needed to weigh out my options. I thought you died.
Yes, she's not exaggerating. So,
What do you like doing in your free time? Don't you or shouldn't you already know this?
yeah,
Just saying.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is your favorite
is your
artifact? What is your favorite artifact?
Artifact?
Yeah. What is your favorite artifact?
I don't know. That skull from Indiana Jones?
How long do you take in a shower?
Take in a shower?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every day?
Will you ever stop loving me?
Take in?
You keep these questions up, I might.
How regular do you use social media?
Way too much.
Between Instagram and Facebook, which is your most favorite?
Instagram.
Have you ever fallen in love with another guy apart from me?
Yes.
Do you like junk foods?
I have an ex, so of course I've fallen in love before.
Oh. Which is your best restaurant in the state? Will you accept to be called by my surname? Like
Only if
Sir
you're
Daddy?
Are you
married.
proposing?
If, if we visit a health facility and the doctor advises us to separate because our child would probably have hereditary defects, would you accept?
Well, why do you have to separate? You just don't have children.
I don't know. I just got these questions. I don't understand them. Will you
You
accept
can adopt.
to
So many kids are in the
leave-
foster care system. How selfish.
Will you accept to leave your job so that we relocate to a different city far away? Do you like cooking?
Yes.
Can you stay for 24 hours without your phone?
No.
Will you stand by me for better and for worse?
Wait, you missed 52.
What's
How do you
52?
nor-
How do you normally feel when I switch off my phone at night when I'm not in town?
when I'm not in town? Why are you switching off your phone when you're not in town? I think there needs to be alternative questions after this for this part.
Can you go to church in a miniskirt?
Yes.
Have you ever gone in a nightclub? Gone what? To the bathroom? I don't
I
understand.
know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Gone what?
Do you like visiting game parks?
Game parks?
Game parks, yeah.
What is a game park?
I've never visited a game park, but I've visited a theme park.
Theme park?
If your boss requests you to have an affair and promise to double your salary, will you
Fuck
comply?
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
What kind?
How far is your home from here?
Double my salary, it'd be like at $200,000 a year.
Does anyone know that you're here? Or
Depends on how long the affair has to be and with who.
Yeah,
This
you
is
know,
like-
that's the thing. I don't. Which
it's
boss?
it's
Could it be
indecent?
like not my direct one?
It's indecent proposal. You just got to shag one time.
Oh, just once? Okay.
Deep questions. These are better. If there were no
Oh.
men, would you think of being single?
Like, so what? The alternative is single or lesbian? Yes.
No, just no. No men, single. There's no gayness here.
Well, it's
Well, if
there
there's-
is. It's implied gayness.
No, it's not. If there
Where's
were
the
no
other-
men, would
Then
you
you
think
would
of
be
being
single.
single? There's no such thing as gays in wherever this was written for.
Well,
No,
if there
but
were
it
no
says,
men,
would you
then
be single?
would
Well,
be
then who
single.
else would you be with? A woman.
No one, no, just single.
If I choose not to be single.
Suspect. Do you like a naughty boyfriend?
How they? I guess.
If you're at what age would you prefer to have your first kid?
Well, I already had kids, so I don't know if that question applies.
If you can erase the first one and then do it differently. Just kidding. If your ex-boyfriend wants you again, will you accept?
While you're in a relationship?
I don't know. These are deep questions.
Okay.
It doesn't give me any background beyond that.
Well, I can't answer that question. No.
What is the craziest act that you have done recently?
I don't think that's suitable for work.
What is the title of
Wait.
the best movie that you've ever watched?
How is that a deep question? How are half of those deep questions?
Do you mind if
Well,
I call you a
The
naughty
craziest
girl?
thing you did recently might be deep. Just depends on what you were doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the title of the best movie? Between indoor events and outdoors, which one do you like most? That's not deep.
what are the two most disgusting things a boyfriend can do?
Scratch his balls and pick his nose
In that order? Because then he was
in that order together.
flirty, interesting questions to ask your girlfriend. Who inspired you to keep dressing decently?
John's trying to FaceTime me, but he just realized I don't have an iPhone.
Hey,
I've been
who-
giving him shit the whole time because he's not on. He's like, I'm still out. I'm like, fuck you.
These are flirty
Okay,
questions.
sorry.
Do you get this? Mama fuck, these are flirty. Who inspired you to keep dressing decently?
What?
Can I
What?
take you out for lunch? Are you
Are you feeling all right?
feeling all right?
You could have me for lunch. What?
When you hear
That's
about
flirty.
Israel, what comes in your mind first?
What?
When you hear about Israel, what comes in your mind first?
Oh, that just sealed it.
If we were to choose our gender at conception, would you choose to be a girl or a boy?
Wait, why is there a question about Israel?
I don't know. It's the flirty.
These are flirty.
These are flirty
So
questions.
does it talking about being circumcised,
No.
or
No,
are we
just
talking about the
We're just- we're
apartheid?
just- yeah, we're just going with like Zionism, like this, like how do you feel about like the Jews in general?
I feel like this was written by somebody in Saudi Arabia. All these questions.
This is AI early on. It wasn't really that bright. Hey, what do you hate most? How often do you say hi?
that's
to your
flirty.
dinner? Yeah, that's flirty. Hey, what else do you do apart from your ordinary job? You just have an ordinary job. What else do you do?
I hate when people ask those kind of questions.
Hey, do you support racism? Grrr. It's flirty.
I just, when people ask you, like, what are your hobbies? What are you into? And it's like, I'm a mom of 3 kids and I work full time. I like sleep.
Yeah. Between me and you, who do you love the most? Or who do you love so much? What?
Myself.
For how long can you date a guy before saying I do?
Well, it depends on the guy.
Between a loving and broke guy and a rich but stubborn guy, who's your preference?
Big dick. Because big dick is forever.
Big dick is forever. Have you ever felt so much depressed? Like so much depressed.
So much.
Every day, all day.
Do I have qualities of a good husband? Why do you hate your tutor this much?
Your tutor?
Yeah. I'm flirting with you.
Are you expecting visitors today?
If you had been Jesus, would you have accepted to die for people's sins? When did you last eat processed fish?
Processed fish? Like
Oh,
what,
you
canned
missed the
tuna?
one above it. Would you accept to auction your young baby for $1 million?
Was that on there?
Yeah, you skipped it. That they think these are flirty questions. These are questions that is going to get you out of a fucking hole in a desert, dude.
Would you accept to auction your baby for 1 million?
Oh my god.
Do you like
How's that flirtatious?
Who's your best dancer among the most famous classical music stars?
What?
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to know about me? Oh.
No. I'm totally disinterested at this point.
Imagine that you are a man in a minute. What would you first do to your wife? That's kind of flirty, actually.
I mean, I see where they were trying to go with it. That was just
that one's the
awkwardly
kind of
worded.
Yeah. If you were me and I was you,
Yeah.
you what would you? I don't know what to say. Hey, what is your most favorite ice cream blend?
Spumoni.
Have you learned any important lesson from your parents?
How to store plastic bags in plastic bags. That's the biggest adult life lesson that my parents taught me. That you hoard plastic bags and other plastic bags. Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious. That is fucking funny that you would say that. I throw mine away all the time. I get home and I'm gonna throw them away, and then it's like once every 3 months I'm like, gosh, I wish I had a plastic bag. But that's like once every 3 months, and I realize otherwise if I just keep them, then
now
see a billion bags.
And now, especially since we pay 10 cents for them in California,
yeah,
like I keep all them bags.
Yep.
Yeah, those are thick.
We now have our big insulated bag that has all the small bags in it.
Yep, me too.
What's the biggest mistake that a man can do when flirting with a girl? Ask any of these questions.
Yes.
Could you help me tie my shoelace?
Tell her thanks when you tell him that you're falling in love with him. Thanks.
Can I read your messages? What is your most
that a question?
passionate?
Yeah, that was a question.
Oh.
on
What,
here.
what is your most passionate thing? Do you like watermelons?
Do you like visiting this site regularly?
Yeah.
What site?
This apparently question site.
Yeah.
Do you fear death? Did that make
Yes.
you wet?
What?
What's the meaning of your name?
I don't know.
Has another girl kissed you before?
Ooh, has another girl kissed you before?
Yes.
Can you describe yourself in 2 words?
Neurotic. That's one.
Yep.
Colorful. There we go. 2.
Nice.
Mine is a bipolar Gemini.
I tell you that those are 2 qualities that actually are cancel each other out a little bit.
I know, but it explains so much.
What do you think, Rebecca?
What?
Can you believe she's not only bipolar, but she's a Gemini?
Well,
You like her.
then what do you have? 4 personalities? Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Some days.
As a mom of 2 Geminis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's the strangest food you've ever tasted?
Strangest what?
Food you've ever tasted?
Like honestly, kimchi pork rinds.
Yum. Do you have talent?
So strange. Do we have what?
Do you have a talent?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Which dressing makes you feel on top of the world? Rank. Which
Blue
dressing
cheese.
makes you feel on top of the world? Blue cheese? Okay.
Blue cheese has mold in it.
Do you love toys? Did you love toys when you were a child?
I love toys now. Passion party. No.
Okay, this
These are
is
the strangest questions in the world. I'm gonna have to save.
wait, go back. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I wanted to. Here we go. Share. I got it. Here you go. What did you say?
go back up just a touch. Remember, this is in the flirty category.
What dressing?
No, one more. Go. In your opinion, what do you think is the most important feature in a phone between camera pixel and processing speed? What the
Oh
fuck
shit!
do these
Number
people
118.
think?
118. That's the. This is now. It's a panty dropper, guys. 118 is a panty dropper. Do you understand?
Okay, listen. It's got to be the pixels because how else I'm gonna see all of that dick?
Having a
Wait.
fun flirty conversation here.
Well, I had to make it flirty, right? Because that's like a total geek question. So to make it flirty, we're gonna go with pixel
Pixel.
because I need to be able to see all of that dick. Yeah.
All of that dick.
Or
What did you
lack thereof.
Have you
feel
ever
good
received a
when people call you
compliment?
names.
What was that all about?
Have I ever what?
Have you ever received a compliment? What was it all about? It's a 2-parter. Have you ever received a compliment? Period.
Yeah.
What was it all about? Oh my God. This hurts my brain.
Do I give you enough attention?
What
No.
habit would you like me to stop? Breathing
Asking these questions.
in and out, in
Yeah.
and out, that constant
Yeah.
breathing. Jesus. Can you propose to a guy?
Yes.
Do you like a guy who snores?
Unfortunately.
If you get a rubber band, what things would you do with it? Oh, now
Um,
that could be a fun
unfortunately.
question.
What did it say?
If you get a rubber band, what things would you do with it?
Yes, if you get a rubber band, what thing would you do with it?
I already know what Jeffrey would do with it.
Do you like watching children's shows at your age?
Yes.
Have you ever
I
felt
watch them
awkward?
while I watch them while I'm working. I watch Rocco's Modern Life and SpongeBob.
I love Rocco's Modern Life.
Did you guys just become best friends? I'm gonna go to the garage and do karate. Really sweet romantic. I don't know. I just got to look at 2, and then I promise we're done. Have you ever felt uncomfortable telling me something? That's
How is
romantic.
that sweet and romantic?
Do you
Blowing
like
nose on my
salad?
period?
There we go. That's the perfect one. Number 5. Do you like salad?
Tossed salad. Yes.
Tossed.
Oh my god.
Has to be tossed.
Do you prefer syrup or grape jelly?
Raw.
Ow.
Ooh, raw dog. How often do you do Kegel exercise?
Like 3 times a day.
That's romantic. It's not flirty.
It's perverted, but yeah.
Oh, I
How
think
often-
John wants you to send him the link.
Same one as before.
I know, but
Do you like trying new things?
Yes.
Good.
Hmm.
Do you believe
And magic in a
Yeah.
young girl's heart
that I love you?
that the music can. Oh, sorry.
Do you ever fall asleep during the day?
Yes.
Are you proud of telling people your exact age?
yep.
Yeah.
I blasted it all over Thursday.
Can you entrust me with you heart?
I guess.
Nice. Like if you died and I cut it out of your chest.
That's like it's very
Seems very
oddly
stalkerish.
worded. It sounds.
John is looking for that. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have his computer, so
All right.
link.
Sweetheart, you gotta go to bed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I got wrapped up in that and I feel awful. I know you gotta get up early. Those questions,
5 a.m.
so good though. They were so good. This guy must get a lot of tail.
oh boy.
Or
As long as
well, I
that's all
thought we
the
determined it was
questions.
AI.
Or this AI gets no tail. And it's really bad at.
I think
like,
this AI was designed to depopulate. Like
Crowd
that way.
control.
I was like, no. The funny thing is, there are women who will still sleep with a guy who asks her all these questions. A guy who could like she would be like, oh, he's so rude to me and he asked me all these awful questions. I hope he likes me. Maybe I'll show him my vagina and
Yeah.
then he'll like me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really, it was really like, just, I'll be honest with you, turned me off. So did you sleep with him? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I fucked him. Yeah. And I swallowed too. I want a second date.
Oh boy. Well, thank you for coming on, Rebecca.
No problem.
Since we're not
What's
leaving
wrong,
you with
baby?
him all night.
I love you.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry that I kept you on so late. I think I kept you only an hour after I meant to. Oh, but you know what?
What?
You're my heart.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know that. Moving forward, got the new job. You know, just running towards you, sweetheart.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
I know.
That was a SpongeBob sound effect.
My dick fell off.
That's not.
No.
Love me some SpongeBob.
This is a certified hood classic.
All right. My dear,
Bye, everybody.
have a good night.
Bye.
Everybody, the next future Mrs. The last.
The next.
The last
Huh.
Mrs. Sinatra.
I know who the next one is. Dude. It says dude. Who's dude?
Who is it?
Uh-oh, retard alert.
What's with the cleavage?
What cleavage?
What? Nothing. Who? Where?
Not me tonight.
Oh my God. What is up with that?
Baby, you got a little booby stick hanging, not hanging, just a little bit of cleavage. You look great. Yeah, give him a little bit more. There you go.
Did I imply that it wasn't great? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, that is not where I was going with that. The first thing I saw was cleavage, and I was like, whoa, Jeff. Oh, that's not you, Jeff. All right.
Jeff has great cleavage. Yeah.
What? I didn't hear anything you just said. I was just like, what? Ugh.
He needs some milk.
Wow. Okay.
No.
He needs some milk.
No.
I haven't.
What up, bitches? How is everybody?
Good. How about you?
A little hammered.
A little hammered, so you're driving? That's good.
Yep.
Too drunk to walk, so you might as well drive.
That's right.
Fucking A, Bubba. That's what I'm saying. Where's Mama? I haven't seen her yet.
She's right there.
Excuse me?
Oh, there you are. Maybe
right
I'm
here.
on. How does it work on the phone? I don't know if I could do gallery or I don't fucking
Swipe
know.
over one more.
I don't use the phone. I don't know.
Like the third
there
dot
you go.
over.
Oh, she's awesome. She knew. Swipe over. One more. I had a fucking interesting night. I'll tell you guys all about that as soon as I get directions to my fucking hotel.
Miss Rebecca is gonna go. So she doesn't turn
Mhm.
into a pumpkin.
Oh, what the
She's got to
fuck?
work out early. She had literally hung out for like an extra hour for you, and then now, poor baby. She wanted to say
Yeah.
hi. So
I'm sorry. Rebecca,
Oh, yeah.
you look wonderful
Thank you.
and glorious. And I am sorry that you had to waste your time. And I wasn't in your presence. I apologize.
Aw. It wasn't a waste of time. It's never a waste of time. I'm just grumpy tired
Isn't
when I'm
it, though?
tired, and
Isn't
that's
it,
his thing.
though?
I know he knows that I'm grumpy when I'm tired.
yeah, we gotta let her go now.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Nah,
Head northeast on
Or not.
westward away.
I'm not leaving. There we go. Bye.
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 Oh,
All right.
It looks like I haven't missed anything. Okay, good.
That was easy.
So what's going on, sir?
What's going on, kids? How are we this evening?
Tip top.
I am in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh,
Don't know how I got here.
where's the Chaz? Is that where the Chaz is?
No, that was in. Was that in Portland, or was that in Seattle? I don't know where the Chaz was.
Chaz.
No, there was no homeless people here. I was chilling on the
Dirt road.
on the river. It was very, very cool. I met a buddy of mine who used to do pest control for me.
Yeah.
And his 6-foot girlfriend from Denmark. Oh, there's so many different issues, and smoking hot, like 52, but smoking hot. But yeah, some issues. Yeah. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to get my car out of the parking garage.
Whoa.
That was fun. And then some people that apparently work at a local restaurant have a button. And I was like, hey, can you let me out? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, sweet. Because the parking garage closes at 11 o'clock. Didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah. So I am now trying to drive back to Hillsboro, which is only about 25 minutes away. So that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I got to have really good pizza, really good hazy IPA. And then we went to this way too fancy bar that I didn't belong at because I'm in a hoodie and with my shorts and my new tattoo. What?
Right.
But had some whiskey that was called Angel something or other, but it was because they were all doing tequila, and most of you know that I cannot drink tequila because it makes John go pukey pukey. So I got that going for me. Oh, this is so confusing on how to get into the freeway. But anyway, what have you guys been talking about?
He had a list of questions that was I think we determined it was written by like AI, but at first we thought maybe like some guy, an Indian guy or in Pakistan. Questions to have your girlfriend answer for you, and they were like the most stupid things I've ever heard.
All right, Mama Fox, since you're my girlfriend, you can answer for me, right?
No, I am supposed to answer them for the boyfriend. So
yeah.
not for you, but I answer. Oh, so it would, yeah. They were, and then like the deep questions were like, what was one of them? I don't know. The romantic ones was, do you like solid? I like your dress, the fabric of your dress. Can I touch it? It was weird. They were weird. They were really weird. So
what part of their anatomy are they touching the fabric of the dress? It's just
see, this is why I needed you to be on here. You bring that.
Because I'm just saying, if it's lacy and shit, I think my cock's all over that.
See, that's why I was like giving you shit. Where are you?
Well, dude man that I was with sold his company to Terminex for a fucking boatload of money and spends half his time in Cabo and the other half of his time in Portland on not Portland, but just north of Portland. And basically he has a floating house now.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and it was good to see him. He's a little bit of a freak, but I really like the dude. Like, I just like on a organic level, I really like him. Like, and his girlfriend is from like Denmark, and she's 52, she's 5'11", blonde, smoking hot, and got these eyes that just, I'm like, dude, it's your eyes. And she's like, why are you calling me dude? I'm like, whatever. So it's your eyes. Like, she's got these eyes, but she got a little too hammered. So she got to the point where she like couldn't sit still and stay in a place. So she got annoyed. So I was like, that's okay, dude. I have an 8 o'clock in the morning breakfast meeting that I have to go to. And then I have to drive 2 hours and have a 12 o'clock meeting. So on a Sunday. But it's at Nikasi Brewery in Eugene, Oregon. So I'll take one for the team.
Yep. Old stomping grounds there, Eugene. Yeah.
It's my favorite brewery in the whole world. It really is. So, but I'm gonna tomorrow night. By this time, I will be asleep in Bend, Oregon, in my hotel. So I got a lot of driving and a lot of schmoozing to do. But when I saw your text, I'm like, fuck. And they're like, what? I'm like, no, they're about to do a podcast and I'm not on. I want to be on the fucking podcast. Since you guys are boring. They're like, we're gonna drink tequila. I'm like, I'm not. And now I have hiccups. God damn it.
And we lost Jeffrey. I don't know.
I think he was secretly saying goodnight.
Probably.
to his love.
The love of his life.
What happened?
We
Where is
lost
he?
you. There you is.
There he is. Is you ain't or is you ain't my baby?
So who'd you go out with tonight?
Who did I what? Who I didn't hear the question.
Who did
Who'd
you go out with?
Who did I go out with tonight?
Hmm?
Dude that used to own a pest control company in Portland, and he sold to Terminex for so much money that he spends half his time in Cabo and the other half on a floating house just on the Vancouver Washington border.
Wow.
He's doing, and he's with a 6-foot fucking blonde from Denmark.
Hmm.
With eyes that, dude, there's so much twisted metal behind those eyes that you just like, I'm like, and he looks like a deer in headlights. Like, he don't get it. And I sit there and I just look at her and I go, I totally understand. And oh my God, it's like leading a lamb to slaughter. All right. And she's like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. But it was cool. I love the dude. He's awkward as fuck, and that's my world. So it was really good to see him. And I had unbelievable fucking pizza. It was like a cross between. So, you know, when, and this is a bad analogy, but it's to get you there. So I just need to get you there first.
Give me there.
You know how
Little
Little
foreplay.
Caesars does that, like square rectangular pizza with the pepperoni, and it actually is pretty decent. It's thick. It's not quite Chicago style.
Yeah.
But it's fucking good.
Mhm.
This was fresh tomato, fresh mozzarella on top of it. Oh my God, dude. It was fucking to die for. And I had the best hazy IPA I have ever had in my life. So I gave him kudos. I was like, dude, great place to pick. This was awesome. You know, and then we went to this fancy fucking bar that I can only, it reminded me of that Sky Bar in San Diego that's behind Petco Park, where you can look into the baseball stadium. Like, and I don't know what it's called. It may be Sky Bar.
I think it is Sky Bar. Yeah,
Okay.
It's in the Hilton.
It's in some hotel, and you feel fancy when you go there or whatever. But they were like, it's a tequila place. The bartender came out, this gorgeous Mexican girl from actually New Mexico, from Albuquerque, and she's like, well, I understand you don't like tequila. I'm like, no, it's not that I don't like it. I will throw up if I drink it. She goes, oh, I'm that way about, I don't even know. I was too busy staring at her to remember what she fucking said. But anyway, I'm like, what kind of whiskey do you have? Because I can drink whatever whiskey you have, no problem. And she goes, well, we have this. I'm like, you know what? Fucking surprise me. So she brought out the whiskey, and I sniffed it. And I went, oh, it's Jameson's. She goes, no, it's not. And I let everybody sniff it, and they're like, yeah, it smells exactly like Jameson's, but it wasn't. It's called Angels and something. It was so much
Angel's
smoother. Huh?
Angel's Dick.
I don't think it was Angel's Dick. I would remember that because I'd be like, it's like college all over again. But I
Probably Angel's Tears. Angel's Tears.
Something like that. I don't know. But it was really smooth. But then he was having issues with his chicky poo, and I didn't know whether I was going to be able to get my car out. I needed the help of some restaurant people to open the car garage to get me out, because I would have definitely drank about 2 more of those. But it was best that I didn't, especially because I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, there we go. I'm going to Beaverton. Makes sense.
What problems was he having with his Danish chick?
I don't know. She got, apparently when she gets tired or a little buzzed, she gets weird. and I don't know if that's a cultural thing. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, smoking hot though. I was like, dude, good job, fucking good job, dude. But she pulled this like
He has money.
they were talking before they started drinking. They were both talking about how they were there, where they were in their lives, and like they didn't want commitment. But oh my God, does she want fucking commitment? Like after she started drinking, she started talking about it, and I was like, what? Like, wait a minute. And I'm going through a tunnel right now, so I don't know if I'll lose you or not. But really, and something about her eyes were just fuck. I don't know what color they were. It was kind of like the way, the shape of her eyes, just pure evil, was so fucking sexy, so fucking sexy. But
They were gray.
they were good. So anyway, so yeah, now I'm headed back to the hotel because I have like an 8 o'clock breakfast appointment, which that was fucking stupid, but I needed to get to Eugene, which is 2 hours away. So that gives me an hour and a half for this meeting. But anyway, I got a new tattoo. Did you like it, Jeffrey?
I do. Super cool, man.
It hurt a little,
Yeah.
but it's
You mean-
weird getting a tattoo from somebody you know. Because
Tell me.
it was just strange. Like, it's a chick I've known for years who started her own tattoo place through pest control is how I met her.
hmm
And I was like, it's been 20 years since I got a tattoo. I may cry. She's like, oh God, please cry. Because I will post that shit fucking everywhere. And I'm like, all right, well, that's incentive not to cry. But actually, at the same point, I was like, I really hope I cry because I want to see that shit on the internet. But I didn't cry. But there were a couple of gnarly parts because there's a lot of black in it. So when she was covering and fucking filling in the black, and it was right on my ripped cartilage in my knee, I was like, oh, that sucks. That's a little gnarly. But it was cool, and I love the tattoo. I absolutely adore it.
How long did it take?
So happy. So I've had a lot of shit go on in like 36 hours.
Pray tell.
Well, I've been to 2 different Elks Lodge. I've been to a brewery. I got a tattoo. And then I went to the
Whorehouse.
Riverside in Vancouver, Washington in like 36 hours. It's been crazy. It's been cool. But the most interesting part by far, or the trippiest part, is I'm in the tattoo chair and I look over at her and I go, hey. She goes, what?
You want to
I
fuck?
said, did you ever think that you'd be giving me a tattoo? And she's like, fuck no. This is so bizarre. I'm like, right? I came from Tucson to fucking Milwaukee, Oregon, which is just south of Portland, to get a fucking Sasquatch tattoo. And then she said to me, and the weirdest part is, John, I've never done a Sasquatch or Bigfoot tattoo, and I live in Oregon. She goes,
Right.
it's weird that you're the first cat to do this, right? I'm like, yeah, but I guess it's fucking makes sense. And she's like, yeah, I guess it does. But it was awesome. Her setup they turned their garage into a studio. And dude, it's got a fireplace, a couch. Everything is so professional. I was like, dude, whatever your Instagram is and your Facebook, she's like, I actually can't advertise because I'm booked so solid. And I'm like, well, that's fucking awesome, but you do such good work. I didn't bleed at all. I didn't bleed at all. And
Nice.
she did such a good job.
Because you were sober.
Huh?
That's because you were sober.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had a couple of beers during the day, but 2 is all I had. And I wasn't high or anything. And I was like, oh man, you know what I wanted to do is stop at one of the mini dispensaries. And she's like, I'm really glad you didn't. And I was like, why? Because people that are high really pay attention to the pain. And I was like, oh, that's trippy. I didn't even think about that, but you're probably right. But I mean, it hurt. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like it was a joyful feeling, but I mean, it was cool. I didn't, there was no moments that I was ready to tap out or anything. But what sucked is I guess she uses one of the newer forms of needles, which is like these 3 things that just fucking constantly go, right? It's like you're being attacked by like multiple needles, but she kept wiping. So the tattoo, I was being tattooed for an hour solid with the needle, but it took like an hour and 35 minutes for the tattoo because she kept wiping. So instead of having that numb feeling because you keep getting it in the same spot, it kept feeling fresh each time. So that was the only thing that I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. She did such a good job. Super happy, but it's so surreal that I went to Portland, Oregon to get a tattoo. It's just fucking weird. I don't know. It's just strange to me. So I'm sorry. I'm very. Oh, maybe I could do this. Hold on. Nope. That's no better, right? How about that one? A little bit better? No? None of you have talking.
That was easy.
I'm just going to turn it off then. All right. But anyway, so it was very trippy. But this is why I miss the road, because the road is such a unique experience all the time. Like you can't experience this from your couch. So it's been an amazing journey. And like I said, I've been on the road for like 36 hours. So it's been awesome. Absolutely awesome. But I'm going to stop talking now because I'm babbling.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
All right, we can talk now. Nice. Good times.
I wasn't wrong about her cleavage, right?
No. She had her boobies out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not used to seeing her like that. Mama Fox usually has that perfect cleavage where her tank top just pushes her boobs in such a way.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're playing with fire.
Yeah.
I don't have my bra on today. The girls aren't up. Sorry.
Unleash the girls.
Yeah, boy.
Go ahead, John. It's your show.
No, it's not.
What's next?
Now you're making me feel bad that I called in.
No.
And your story is really good, and I'm glad you're in a good mood and that good things have happened. And
I was in a good mood. And then you were
your
like,
tattoo is actually really cool. I like it a lot. It's really cool. A little
It looks really, really clean and crisp. It looks
really
nice.
clean. I'm kind of envious actually.
Yeah!
So I'm gonna have to get some sleeves now.
I remember when I got my first one, it's only like this big. It's a little dolphin on my ankle. It's very small. And he says, I had my foot up on the table, and he says, whatever you do, don't move your leg. And I said, okay. And he started in, and I did not move my leg. And I tensed every other muscle in my body so hard
Oh god.
that I walked into work the next day. One of my work girlfriends was with me. She's like, how are you feeling? And I was like, every muscle in my body hurts because I was so tensed.
oh, when the needle hit the first time, I went, oh, and I was like, I moved, and I'm like, fuck, sorry. And she's like, no, I'm used to that. That's why I started in the spot where I had some error, move for error, room for error, because it is a weird feeling when it first hits. And I'm like, I will not move again. And I didn't move, but it was so, it's been 20 years since I got a tattoo. So it was so, the feeling the way I describe it always is it feels like you're being electrocuted and your hair's being pulled at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
that's about right.
That's how it feels to me. And
Yeah.
there are times where it feels, I don't want to say good, but yeah, it's good. And but when you get to a sensitive part of your skin, it's like, oh, that's gnarly.
Mhm.
Oh, that's fucking gnarly. I can feel that in my soul. That's
Yeah.
fucking gnarly. But there were times that I was like, not that I was like, ooh, but it was like, oh, I kind of like that.
When I got this one, I'll admit I was drunk off my ass.
I want to see that
out.
tan line. What?
I was telling Jeffrey, I kept thinking that was my strap earlier.
Mhm.
Like, why wouldn't it move? But there's it was a bridal party, and the bride paid for the tattoo artist to come to the house, and we all got the same thing, but in different areas. And I got mine here, and I was the last to go. So of course we have like 7 or 8. I think there was 7 or 9 of us. I can't remember. So, he's tatting this many people. It's taking some time, and we're drinking, and this guy is tatted like his whole face. He's got his head shaved, his whole head. I mean, like every part of his exposed skin, and I can only imagine what was not exposed. Everything was tatted.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of cute. I was newly divorced, and I was just like,
how many towels? So he was cute. How many towels did you need for the tattoo?
Probably more than I should admit to, because I was like, did you need me? I was
Oh
like,
God, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Senpai, come in my ass and call me Obama.
No.
Come in my ass and call me Obama.
No.
That's a good one.
It just kill the mood. No. No, I remember I kept having.
Don't come inside the girl. I want it in my mouth. I want it all over my chin. You're gonna.
Okay.
That motherfucker was drained.
Wow. That was intense. I was gonna hit the button again, but I knew it would just start over. So I had to just let it go. I wasn't sure. Okay then. So tell me more.
Kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I kept asking him, "Are you sure you don't need me to take my shirt off? Like I can take my shirt off." And my sister-in-law was like, "No, Missy, you don't. He doesn't need your shirt off." I'm like, "But I just made more comfortable, right? It would be more comfortable for you to, work in this area." The next day she told me, I was like, I said, what? Oh my God. Oy.
Can you imagine what it's like when people tattoo someone's like asshole in their taint? Like people get tats like that.
Oh.
Like, do you start with the detail work? Like
the outline, you have to, right? Don't you have to?
It's like you're doing a tattoo that incorporates their vagina, the taint, the perineum, and the butthole. Like, where do you start drilling? That's got to be a mess too.
You have to do the outline first.
It's got to be a mess. Like excruciating pain in the area that leaks anyway. What's gonna happen?
So it's funny.
Double glove.
Wipe. A lot of wiping.
What do you think the most painful place is to get a tattoo?
Eyeball.
So she said to me, "You would be surprised," and I'm like, "Well, it's got to be the head of the dick, right? Because of all the nerve endings."
Oh Jesus, that seems. Like
and she goes, "Yeah, that's probably number one." She goes, "Number two is your knuckles." And I go,
there's no meat there.
I'm like, why? And because it's all nerve endings, all of its nerve endings.
Yeah.
She goes, I actually have a ring done on my knuckle that the chick had to do twice. And she looked at her, and then this chick that was giving me the tattoo is all tatted up, right? So she goes, "Oh, you don't understand, John." I told her, "You got this second try, and then we're fucking done. You don't get a third." And she has a tattoo on her throat. I mean, she's tatted up. She goes, "Knuckles?" I'm like, "What about like inside of the lip? Like, you know how people have it
Yeah.
on the inside?" She goes, "That's brutal, but knuckles, you feel in your spine." She goes, "You fucking feel it in your spine." I'm like, "All right, yeah, no, I'm good." Because we were talking about, I'm going to make this an annual pilgrimage, and she's going to do work on me because there's lots of stuff I want. But and she's like, "Oh, it was awesome." So like, I've known her for years.
Did you fuck?
No, she's no, and I don't have any interest in at all. Which is interesting. I probably should fucking write a short story on that. But you're welcome. You're welcome. But no interest at all. I've known her for years, and just
I'm the dick.
yeah,
You're the tater. Let's make mash.
just not my she's not my type at all. Not my type at all. No. Yeah, I don't remember what the point was, but I was just thinking about how that turned me off completely. So it's now inside itself. It's decided to play turtle.
He's pulling his cock out.
But anyway, it was an awesome experience. I didn't know what to expect. Like somebody having a tattoo parlor in their garage. Didn't know. And then when I walked in, I was like, "Holy fuck." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Not for nothing, but this place is like really professional." And I didn't see that coming. Not for a second. So it was awesome.
This house is a prison.
Really, really good too. Except that she did, like, it was that situation where if I was a little bitch, she would have mocked me for the rest of my life. So I couldn't be a little bitch.
Woman, get on my horse. He's pulling his cock out.
Where the big toe is on the tattoo. Originally, when she did the outline, I was like, "Oh fuck." She's like, "Is that sensitive?" And it's like, "Yeah, because I have floating cartilage there." So it was fucking messing with the floating cartilage. And I was like, "Oh, that part sucks." And then later on, I'd be like, "Hey, remember when I told you that part was the worst?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, one fucking even close to the worst. This other part that you're doing right now fucking hurts so much more. Oh my God, it hurts so much more."
Want me to listen? Then get on your knees and back.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
I also did FaceTime both my children while I was getting my tattoo. My daughter's like, "Don't be a little cunt and fucking toughen up, Dad." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." I was like, "All right."
My ex does not have his knuckles, but he got he's sleeved and he's got front and backs. And when he did he's got the Day of the Dead, the guy and the girl, you know, the skeletons. He's got them from like he's got them like from his chest down, full skeletons. And he said the worst part was over the top of the nipples. And they tried at first. He like tried to like not have them chat over it, but it just looked really just too bad. It was bad. So he had to tat over him. He said it was excruciating. My son has his whole leg from his hip to his foot, and he said behind the knee and the Achilles tendon were killer. Yeah. Ugh.
Jeffrey,
Little
did
ones.
you say you had to go to bed?
No.
Oh. I thought you said you had to go to bed.
Rebecca had to go to bed. She's getting up at 5 to go work out at the gym. So I asked her to come on, and I'm like, I'm going to be cognizant of your time because I know your time frame. I'm going to be cognizant of your time, and I will not trap you on the show. And I fucking trapped her on the show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. She's like 2 hours.
With those questions that I was
God
telling you.
damn it.
Tell them a little bit about the questions.
Fuck. Questions were great. Hey, are you proud of telling people your exact age? Have you met all
Yes.
your needs in life?
I am.
Hey, what are you good at? These are sexy questions.
Oh, this is sexual questions.
Sexy.
No, they were in the sexy category.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sexy. I'm not sexy at all, so I can't help you.
Have you ever heard
Are you already at your hotel?
a fun line?
Yeah, I am.
It's been 25 minutes already?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry, Jeffrey, didn't mean to interrupt. I was just trying
it's
to figure
okay.
out what the hell is going on.
No, it's totally fine. What is on top of your bucket list?
Are you asking that question or just give me an example of what you asked her?
For a lady, at what age do you think is perfect to start a family?
25.
Do you make New Year's? Do you make New Year resolution?
No.
This is a really sweet and romantic question to ask your girlfriend.
Do you like salad?
Do you like salad?
Do you like tossing salad?
Nope, just do you like salad?
Oh.
Or followed up with, do you like cereals?
Serial killers or just cereals?
Cereals.
Oh, serial killers are so much more interesting.
Would you
Right?
prefer calling me by my name?
I sure as hell ain't calling you daddy, so yes.
I fucking hate when people say my name.
Did you know that you are falling for me? Did you know?
Ooh, a little presumptuous there.
Can you entrust me with your heart?
Not if you're going to be presumptuous.
Have you ever taken alcohol? If yes, who influenced you to take?
Yeah, it's good. Nah, it's okay.
I like the texture of your dress. Can I touch, please?
With what? Your fingers or
300 interesting questions to ask a girl you cherish.
Hold on. I want to show you creepy hallway.
Yeah. Damn.
Creepy hallway.
$39. These are the questions never to ask a girl or your girlfriend.
Ooh.
Never to
It
ask.
says, yes. What is your weight?
Well, on the other one of the romantic one was, do you like to be fat?
Yeah, you like to be fat.
So-
I'm your Mr. Right. Why are you so insecure?
Oh.
Will you pay for our dinner tonight? Do you have a hot sister like you? These are great. Do you
That's
mind if I read your phone texts? I'm better than your ex-boyfriend.
I think bigger is a better question.
Are those
Don't ask
things,
if you don't want the truth.
are those things really yours?
Yeah, I'm pretty safe on that, so that's why I asked.
Do you want to know what I loved more about my ex?
That's a good.
Are you sure you have not enhanced your lips? Can you lend me some cash? How many hours do you take to apply makeups? Do you mind dating a terrorist? You did great. Are you proud of your weight? Why did you cheat in your last relationship? I used to ask chicks directly like that. I'm like, why did you cheat? Just like assume, and they're like, well, I mean, he stopped caring about himself. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. No one can just confront a bad relationship and say, let's work on it. You just gotta be a hoe. I get it. Nice. Can you lend me some cash? I like that one. How many hours do you take to play your makeups? 8. Do you mind dating a terrorist? No? Okay. What do you like about that skirt?
Oh, damn.
Why do you even dare cheat in a relationship? Do you know what I hate about you? How much is your salary?
So some of these questions, like I don't think are weird, and others I'm like, oh fuck, like holy
Yeah,
shit.
there's not a middle ground here. Theirs is either like whatever or holy.
They're offensive,
Yeah.
right?
Well, because I don't think all of them are offensive. What do you make? I don't think is offensive.
Right.
Do
Yeah, me
you?
neither.
Now
No.
for a
Oh,
first
okay.
date, but
Maybe for a first
Oh,
date.
wait a
but,
minute,
you
wait a
know.
minute.
No
This is
thanks.
on a first date.
No, it says
no, I'm just saying.
these are
Oh.
questions never to ask a girl or your girlfriend.
No.
These are ones you don't ask. Why do you like taking alcohol? How long will it take you to embrace the word no for an answer?
Holy fuck almighty. Oh my God. They're going to get throat punched on that one, dude.
I like the way that one's worded.
He's getting throat
Hey, how long will it
punched.
take you to embrace the word no for an answer? So good because it makes you listen more. Because it's not traditional English speech. Can't you see I'm tired of your many questions? Can you keep off from my life? Why do you not value yourself? Are you a gold digger? Did you know you embarrass me sometimes?
Oh, wait. Let me do it more and more now.
Will we go to my place on our first date? Do you mind if I kiss you on our first date? Can you mind your business, please? Why do you fall for a person so easily?
Oh,
Oh, it's so good. I want to use those. I'm not supposed to, but I like them.
how long
What-
is it going to take for
what
you
is
to
your-
embrace no as an answer?
What is your yeah, how long will it take for you to embrace no as an answer?
Jeffrey, how hot was it today there?
111.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good times. No, it sucked.
We
ass.
only hit
It
like
was-
86.
My air
It
conditioning
was
broke on my car.
It was 64 here today.
Mm,
I'm in a hoodie. I don't know if you noticed that.
I see that. Yeah.
We were eating dinner outside. Dude, I think I could be like a Lord of the Rings character right now.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
You'd be Gaydolf.
You shall not anal. What?
Sir Ian McClellan is
Dude, I kind of like. I
Oof.
kind of dig that, dude. I kind of dig it.
yeah. Your mustache is helping out your face, just so you know.
Well, I could use all the help I could get.
You're cute no matter what.
Oh, like retarded kids, right? I get it. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Mama Fox, are we up to 2 towels yet, or do you just want me to keep putting this on? Because I got to tell you, when I said that, she didn't say a fucking word except her hands disappeared. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure what that means.
Yeah, she just shifted from side to
Uh-huh.
side.
I got a little bit of.
So I made a
I just plead the fifth.
No, you just plead.
That too, but you know.
please, Daddy.
Nope.
Mommy, is it okay, mommy? Hey, that's a good looking tattoo that you just got there, buddy. Yeah, I didn't understand that when you sent it was like Batman, but I didn't get it.
You Batman with a cowboy hat? I don't know. There's you. Men's Health. Best jobs in the world. You're welcome. Hey, I get it. The negative impression is a Bigfoot walking. I'm just kidding. I saw that before. That's nice. I like it. I like it a
Thank you.
lot.
I am so happy with it that I can't even express it. And I guess that's the way you're supposed to be with a tattoo. So, did you hear about the first transgender cheerleader?
Huh?
What?
First transgender cheerleader for the Carolina Panthers.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's stupid.
I'm like, so where are the feminists? Can the feminists say something, please? Or are they? I don't understand.
Well, at least cheerleaders aren't what's the word?
Professionals?
Skilled.
I was gonna say like a
Talented.
doctor or something like
There's
that.
there's really not any money in it, and there's no glory, and there's no big paycheck. You really a trans person's not going to steal much from them. It's not like you're like, oh, the trans dude won the cheer competition. Like, really, it's a team effort, and men are allowed to be in
Boys
cheer.
to men, BBT.
So I don't know. That one doesn't bother me so much. It's the stuff that is there to literally destroy the fabric of all the effort and work that women have put into making themselves stand out, be unique, and be forces to be reckoned with. It's the systemic destruction of 150 years worth of effort. While everybody stands back and acts like it's something to be applauded for men.
Well, that's why I said where
dress like women and destroy women. I don't know why people think that's cute. I think that's fucking literally the patriarchy at work right there. If you want to bitch about the patriarchy at work, it is men pretending to be women to destroy women. That's what misogyny is. 100 fucking percent. The fact that people call it quaint or call it special or call it inclusion or call it fucking anything other than a goddamn travesty that men are destroying everything women have worked for, then you're all fucking idiots. Idiots.
I think it's fucking terrible.
Idiots. It literally
Why do you have your hand up, John?
it's done so geniusly perfect. I mean, think about it, that women and men are forced to clap for men destroying women, because you will be shamed if you don't applaud the destruction of everything.
Correct.
Yep.
It's fucking horrible.
Easy.
Like, I don't get it.
I can wake up, people. Wake up.
No, that's the problem. They're woke.
I don't get it. Yeah, if you're a feminist, if you respect women, if you respect your mother, if you respect your sister, you respect any woman in your life.
I really feel that it's the same way that Republicans were not prepared to be the bastions of freedom of speech. Men are not prepared to be feminists. We're not prepared, and we're the ones that are saying it.
Right.
It isn't the women that are defending women.
Right.
It's men. Well, we're not fucking qualified to do that.
Right.
Women are qualified to do that. The
Right.
feminists should be the ones.
Yeah. This is what we've been told. And within the last 5 to 10 years, toxic masculinity and everything that defines a man in general we've been told is bad. So that takes care of half the argument, because all these men are all these woke men are scared nutless, like impotent human beings. And all that has to happen is women stop fucking weak men. It won't take long to fix them.
Yep.
Don't fuck weak men. It's not honorable. It's
not cute. It's not cute.
Yeah, it's not cute. It's not like,
Right.
oh, he's gentle and he's sweet and he's like a girl with a peepee. Like, it's not adorable. There's nothing good about that. Like, stop rewarding that behavior. Like, just fucking stop. There's nothing wrong with loving masculine men. You're supposed to. It's your biological imperative is going to draw you toward those people. The fucking Poindexters and the nerds, and you know what? And I belong to Atomic Dork Squad, but I was 100% alpha male in the nerd pool. 100%. I stepped way outside of that when I was 8. I stopped being like Bucky. I stopped being like Jeff Coy, and I stopped being like Daniel when I was 10 years old. They're my friends. I love them. Don't get me wrong. They're my friends and I love them. But they barely float above that masculine.
So a friend of mine
They're still
once said
10.
to me
They still play with
that-
toys. I don't.
that I was the king of the nerds.
Yep.
Or a badass nerd.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does that mean? Well, you like the same things that they do or that they're into, but you don't act like them.
Mm-hmm.
You are who you are, at the same time liking some of the same subjects or some of the same things that they dig.
Yep.
But you don't, that's not who you are.
Right. Correct.
That's your entertainment tastes, not your lifestyle choice.
They were my safe place.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
My safe place to land was my nerd friends playing Dungeons and Dragons and that sort of stuff. I played all of one role-playing game ever with them. One. I killed it. I was great. I was a dungeon master.
I did the same thing. Oh my God.
I slayed it. They're like, why don't you do this all the time? I'm like, it's because it's dumb. I'm going to go get my girlfriend and
I was gonna say I'm gonna go get pussy. That's what
I'm gonna do a shot of whiskey on my way out of this house. So maybe smoke a cigar with your dad, and I'm gonna go, finger my chick in the car. Because like I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm bringing her into the jacuzzi and eating that ass. And they were like, "Yay, go, Jeff." Yeah, he's always that's Jeff. But that sort of mentality, and I'm gonna give Daniel more credit than I just dorked on him. I think Daniel would pick up a gun and fucking shoot somebody for his family. But I don't get it. Anyways, safe place to land. My nerd friends were the safe place because I would hang out with the friends who would encourage me to drink and do drugs and make bad choices. I had the people that I can be like, hey, want to score some dope? I'm going to go to this person. We're going to hang out. And then when Jeff needed to dry out and not do dope or whatever he was doing, he went back to his safe friends who did not do those things. They knew he did. I'm talking about myself in third person. They knew I did. They knew I did drugs. They knew everything that I did. They didn't. They loved me anyways. So they were always my safety net.
I dig this. That's a good look. Speaking of drugs, I've been in Oregon now for 2 days and have not purchased any drugs.
No Eddies? No nothing?
Nothing.
Why?
I don't know why, Jeffrey.
What changed in your...
No, I haven't had time. I've been my first 24 hours, 2 lodges, a brewery, and a tattoo.
Yeah.
I didn't have any time, so like it's I don't know. We talked a lot about vibes this evening, by the way.
Vibes.
I was thinking of you. Yeah. I was thinking of you because we were talking about, relationships and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I'm at the point where I'm all about the vibe. If it's not, if this is charging or not charging. Hold please. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I just want to see if it's charging. It doesn't look like it is. But I'm like all about the vibes. But I was thinking of you when I was talking about it because it was like John's all about his vibes.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I really am.
Likes
like,
his vibes. He likes his cups.
I do. I like the vibes, man. Like, I have to be honest. I really thought tonight was going to be a 3-way trap for me. And I was not comfortable with it because I don't like to be set up. And because she went off the fucking handle and like disappeared, it never became an issue. And I was like, sweet, because I don't like to be trapped. That's not my thing. If somebody set something up, an opportunity or an experience. That's one thing, giving you like a choice.
Right.
But trying to trap you, I'm not
Trying to
about
weasel
that.
you into a fucking Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, and dude, she was smoking hot. But yeah, no, that's a weird. They had a lot of issues. They were trying to figure it out. So I was like, okay, figure it out.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they had, I wonder what was going on with their trap or what they had in mind that was falling apart.
Because I didn't play my role in the right way. I was like, well, let's talk about you guys' relationship. I kind of manipulated that because he kept texting me. Oh, dude, we'll go back to my house for a nightcap.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got a meeting at 8:00 in the morning, and then I have another meeting 2 hours away at noon. I'm like, I don't really have time for a nightcap. Or I said the rule is I have to be back to my hotel by midnight. I mean, by 1 a.m. And I did get back before 1 a.m. So that was good. But all of a sudden, like I kept talking it up, like talking everything. And she just all of a sudden she fucking flipped. And I watched it and I was like, sweet, I don't have to worry about that. I don't want to be
John was going to get railroaded into Eiffel Tower.
I heard. I'm your buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of being trapped.
Well,
like
don't treat me like if you can honestly trick me, then good for you.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation where I was like, oh hi, stumble into some human being. I'm like, well, okay, you nobody minds, okay, all right,
different
rock and roll. But had a friend trying to get me to fuck his wife, and with him, then I was like start with subtle things. Hey, you want to go get some In-N-Out? I'm like, In-N-Out. Hey, yeah, let's get lunch. You think my wife's hot, right?
Or what?
Yeah, your
I'm
wife's
even
hot.
I'm even
Would you
with the
fuck her?
less I'm even with the less subtle. Hey, do you want to kiss my wife? When we're still in a public place. Hey, do you want to make out with my wife or something like that? But this was, hey, why don't we go back to my house that floats on the water, for a nightcap? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. And he kept saying to me, and he was trying to be nice. I totally get it. He was like, hey, you don't need to get a hotel. You can crash at my place.
You want to test drive my blonde?
I'm like,
kind of.
Yeah, no, that was my thought process, was like kind of, but I'm like really not in control of this situation at all. Well, I don't know what you guys have in mind. No, I'm gonna go back to the hotel.
He was gonna eat your ass.
Oh fuck! I should have gone.
Yeah, I know. I can sense it.
Fuck!
Beat your ass, and I'm gonna eat your ass.
Oh,
your loss.
I know. Apparently, I missed out on that fucking opportunity.
Yeah.
Fuck. Way to make me feel bad about myself. Good job, Jeffrey. All right, so we're gonna have to figure something out with a Lord of the Rings play thing right now. I'm thinking, Mama Fox, shall eat your ass. Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Thouest want me-us to lick-us your clitoris. Victory. That was good.
Oh my god.
Too much? Sorry.
Perfect. Right amount.
I had some whiskey. Fuck, it was really good. And the girl was like, "Do you want to take a picture of it?" I'm like, what I really wanted to say, no, I want to take a picture of your tits, but I didn't say that. So I should have taken a picture of the whiskey because it smelled like Jameson's, but it was fucking so much smoother. I was like, fuck, I want so much more of this. But I'm glad I didn't, because I really wouldn't have been able to drive across 3 bridges to get here.
Oh.
So,
Missy, you can talk.
Where's your
What?
tan line?
Right there. You can see it already. I got a little burnt today, but it'll be non-red by tomorrow.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Satisfied?
It's funny. I think I told you guys before because one of you said something. I was trying to remember because the way my suit is, so up here is very dark, but like my underarms are white still. And then I have like a ruffle underneath my boobs and only gets part sun. So it's kind of tan. And then my stomach's not this tan, but tan. And then where my bottoms are is white. And then my legs are tan. I like look like patchwork.
I heard nothing after boobs. So.
Oh. Sorry.
Moves.
Boobs.
Boys.
Boobies. Titties. Tits. Fun bags.
Never called them fun bags.
Me neither. Titties.
Thank God. If someone, no.
Boobies.
Mm-mm.
Cha-chas.
One of my nieces call them cha-chas. I swear, all of my nieces, their mothers were flat-chested. All 3 of my sister-in-laws, no boobs.
No boobs.
From infancy, these 9 nieces, this is where their hands set. Every single time I picked them up, right inside my top. I was like, mushed you from infant to like 4 or 5. I was like, okay, you're too old for that now.
That's a comfortable titty spot.
It was just different. They weren't used to that.
John likes a titty spot. Don't you, John?
I desire the titty spot. Oh, the lightning.
I want you to start living as a gay woman.
I'm a gay woman.
That you'd like to share with the class?
I am definitely a lesbian, so let's be honest.
Seriously?
That's high.
Seriously.
That's high. All right. So I probably should go to bed.
Well, we should probably do something like that. Missy, I'll meet you in bed. Yeah.
In our dreams, because we're all.
Oh my God! Could you do a
miles
live,
away?
Can you do a live cam while you sleep? I'd subscribe to that shit.
Fucking coming.
Not doing that, but he accidentally did one time. Do a
Live cam.
So could you do like a?
I fell asleep
Do you wear like shorts
on the
like,
couch.
when you go to sleep?
I fell asleep here.
Missy?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, some of my pajamas are short shorts.
I don't wear short shorts anymore.
Fuck,
Some
Jeff,
are.
why you gotta ruin my image, Jeff? I'm
Sorry.
thinking of you in
Hannah
short
said,
shorts.
Dad, I can see your balls. I'm like, sorry about that. You think you want to be a dude? You don't. Trust me.
I would get banned because I sleep in my tank top, and half of the time I wake up and my tank tops are
Titties.
switched, so my boobs are
So
hanging out.
live
So
cam is a go. I think.
I would.
We're a go for live cam titties.
I wake up and go, oh, a little cold. What happened? Oh,
Welcome
dust.
to Titties, brought to you by
The Shelf
Yeah.
Help Show.
The Shelf Help Show. That is a fucking fact.
I
Shelf Help
prefer
Show.
wear
Where I
pants.
fucked up my life, so you don't have to. John,
Oh, I don't want to wear pants tomorrow.
don't wear pants.
I have to.
Hey,
I
they
have to
called
wear
from the
them.
pants store. They want their you back. Did
I'm gonna wear jeans tomorrow though, with a polo instead of a fancy shirt.
you say bolo?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
I said
Bolo.
polo, but
Bolo
bolo
time.
works too.
Bolo with a B?
Polo with a P
Oh,
because
thought
I
you were
like
bringing-
the P.
I thought stupid. I thought you were bringing the bolo tie back, and I was kind of excited. I would help you with that.
Does it have to be like a cow skull?
No, it can be whatever you want, as long as it's got the two corded tassels. I don't care about how you bring it together.
I think it's got to be a cow skull or
Yeah.
or a steer skull.
A steer skull
I'm a big fan.
or rattlesnake head.
Oh, with big teeth.
Yeah, something like that would be cool. Do you guys want some self hypnosis help? I've got a collection of self hypnosis. It's guided, about hour long, each, different topics such as abundance. You know, if you just want to focus on bringing positive shit to your life, or you can do if you have an issue with alcohol and you want to, get over your cravings, or if you want to do astral projection and take you into kind of a trance state. Claustrophobia. Do you have an issue with claustrophobia? Do you want to increase your confidence or creativity? Dating skills?
I need some help with my confidence and creativity.
Depression. Want to know? You need the confidence to end a relationship or enhance a relationship. Need to avoid food. There's food hypnosis. There's health. I don't know what Kundalini means, but there's one for that. We should look that up.
Apparently, that's so you don't lick pussy anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Penis.
so you do it better.
It literally says
Or suck
OCD.
your own dick.
It
Maybe
says
it means you don't suck your own dick.
it says penis enlargement hypnosis. There's one called that.
What?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god!
I'm not fucking kidding.
Wow.
I got a group.
Hold on,
I got
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, that reminds me of Gross Point Blank. I'm with the me, and the me is like, all right, I'm with my penis. It is so much bigger. My penis is bigger. Are you feeling that your penis is bigger? Yes, my penis is bigger. No. I don't
Yes.
like how large my face is compared to it normally is on these things. I apologize.
It's normal.
We will go to Mordor and we will take the Hobbit stair because there is only one ring. I didn't think the fucking Lord of the Rings would make you wet. Jesus Christ.
I guess it's you doing Lord of the Rings because I really don't like Lord of the Rings.
Listen.
I shall protect the hobbits with my life. It's kind of a good look. It is. My mustache did come in good, Jeff. That was a good call. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
So there's wealth, weight loss, women. I don't know what
What's the women thing?
Stop smoking. This is the penis alarm. Huh?
We're not live or anything. How does that have to do with your penis?
I don't know what it's saying. What is it saying?
It
You're a
sounds like
wonderful
you have
person.
great power. You have wonderful.
I would
you're
like you
wonderful-
now too, and then you turn it off.
Oh.
You're standing in front of a mirror, looking at your reflection. Take a good look. Notice how
attractive you are.
Day by day, you will begin to notice these things.
Your cock's getting bigger. Saving
You need-
relationship hypnosis sales. You want to
You
be better
need two
sales?
hands. You need two hands. You need two hands.
There's a
What?
sales hypnosis. School. You want to do better in school? Self-esteem, sex drive. You want to increase your sex drive. Wealth, weight loss to women. I don't know what the women is, but I say it's got to be good. It's got to say things in an echoey way in your head that makes
Send it to me and I'll try it out.
the women one.
Which one? The women
Yep.
one?
The women went, I will try it out.
Hey, what if you fell asleep
Are you gonna
listening to the
switch
stop
teams?
smoking one, and then you literally in like a week or two, you suddenly were like, I don't like it anymore. I don't know why. Would that fuck with you?
So
Yeah,
women that
'cause-
smoke have oral fixation, so we don't want that to happen. What's wrong with you, Jeffrey?
No. I would like to try this. We can talk about it next show.
Which one?
I would like to try hypnosis. Period. Okay. I've been studying it a bit. I understand the psychology behind it. I used to hypnotize people. I used to hypnotize myself. I know it works. I know at least suggestion works. You know, it doesn't work for everybody, but there is something to it. There's something legit to it.
So
I would
do
like
you
us
think
each to pick.
I have a question about
Pick one.
hypnosis. Stop, keep going. I want to ask you about something you just said. So, do you think there's a certain kind of person that's more susceptible to hypnosis?
Yes.
Do you have to mentally prepare yourself to be hypnotized, or how does that work?
Some people, there are personality types. I would say probably like 50-60% of people can be hypnotized and can be hypnotized without their express permission. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And the techniques are fascinating on how to actually induce hypnosis. But if you say like 50 to 60% of people could probably be hypnotized without preparation, you put them into a state and then you can make suggestions and they'll go with it. I would say there's probably 20% that can't be, there won't be. 20%, maybe 25%. There's no way. Just not the way you're wired. Your brain's never going to allow people into the subconscious piece. But so there's this gap, which I think is where I lie, is probably that 25% of people who can benefit from hypnotism, even if they're not the sort of person who can be induced with a handshake and a couple of gestures and then made to act like a chicken. I think that probably 75% of people can find absolute positive benefit in hypnotic suggestion. There's something to it for sure.
I've done these sound like guided meditations. So YouTube has a shit ton and I have a really hard time sleeping. So I occasionally try to use guided meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I found one that was amazing. It said you start at the top of the stairs and there's like 20 stairs and it was a deep voice, a guy who just talked to you and he went step by step. And I never made it past like 13. Like he counted backwards and I never made it to the bottom of the stairs. And then I lost that video. And no matter how much I have searched and how many I've listened to, I have not found it.
I think that's the same as counting sheep.
I've tried other ones and they don't work, or they work maybe kind of almost, but not quite.
There's a resonance and a frequency that you have to get to.
Yeah, and that one was perfect for me.
So you think it's resonance and frequency, not that your mind is not concentrating on something else and letting your body. So when I do the sheep, I start at 999,999 and I never get to 999,980. I don't get there. Like I'm gone.
Yep.
But it's because it's such a big number that it preoccupies my brain to stop thinking about whatever it was that I was thinking about subconsciously, preventing me from going to sleep and focusing all my effort into making sure I hit each number correctly when I say it. Not that I say it, but I say it in my brain.
Right.
So, but there's no frequency and there's no tone in that. So I think that's, for me, and I'm only speaking about me because I can't speak about anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It is a total way, the same way that the rainstorm works for me, is that it's not white noise, because white noise sounds the same the whole time. The rainstorm is different.
There's variability.
Yeah, and that's what gets me. It isn't something that is the same. That tone, well, maybe it is tone in your brain.
Oh,
Now,
I'm fucking coming.
sounds like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, kind of.
As if.
Look how smart and intelligent you are.
If you're in your own head, I think people react mentally. We're wired similarly, but we're going to be better off processing things certain ways. So you might just need the concept of a large number, a large set of numbers. You're running really kind of in a binary mode, but you're making it binary and complicated. So it's complicated enough that you can't think beyond it because you have to be accurate, but it's simple enough that it's like black and white. It's 1 and 0. You're just reducing. You say, here, I'm starting at this point. It's a complicated point, but it's not a complicated process. So now let me back down one, and then now let me remember again. And you're able to fill up what goes on inside of your empty space, where things are going to have too much freedom to move around when you're trying to get yourself to sleep. You're able to basically put a blanket over everything with something binary and simple, but complicated enough that you preoccupy all the other emptiness. Some people are very musical, and they need resonance. They need frequency. They need like binaural beats work, binaural hitting certain waves, brain waves, helps to offset your brain patterns. Sometimes it's a om, it's meditation, it's om. Sometimes, like, depending if I'm nervous and my thoughts are creating a physical manifestation into my what is this called? My vagus nerve, which runs down the center of your body and down your legs, and that fucking nerve that makes you go like when you're anxious. That's where it gets me. I'll get insomnia that way. So I have to do something that offsets the frequency pattern that's running from my head through my vagus nerve. A lot of people do well with tight hugs. That's why that's why hugs are soothing. That's why with kids who are special needs, kids with Asperger's and things such as that, where they have overstimulation, using a weighted blanket is good for them. If they start to panic, giving them a hug and actually closing up the pressure around that vagus nerve, actually, it's like the bridges in the old 1940s film, that the bridges get off because the wind hits that bridge just right, and it hits, and all of a sudden it's starting to rock in a way that it never has before, and on its own it tears itself apart. Have you seen those before? And the bridge collapses into the water. And you're like, holy fuck, a gust of wind took out a bridge because the way it was built, they didn't moor it in such a way that didn't take into account wind resistance, creating an alternating frequency on that bridge that would just eventually speed up.
Right, it hit it just right.
And to
Right.
me, like anxiety to
Right.
me feels like that. Anxiety to me is that bridge is starting to sway a little bit in the wind, and that's me. And then it's starting to pitch and yaw, and I can feel it physically in myself. So if I can push on that nerve, calm it down, then cool. If I can't, then I counterbalance that wind, that little gust of wind that's making it move. I have to counterbalance it, and I do that with breath work and humming or ohms or whatever. I can get that frequency. I can resonate a frequency that is almost like harmonic to it. So if I'm feeling, if my anxiety feels like this, that's my anxiety feels like that, then I'll find a harmonic to that. And I'll have to offset that. That works well for me. Other people will do better with imagining things. If you think how hypnosis works, they take you through induction and they get you to become acutely aware of yourself physically and then relax and then let go of yourself physically. So that's your normal induction state. It's not just going to be like handshake and then tap, which there's things that do the exact same thing to your brain, but most people are going to take you through that like that. Like imagine this, take a breath, feel this. You can feel your head's getting heavy. Like you become acutely aware, and then you let it go very specifically, and then they'll take you into that suggestive state. Tell you a narrative, tell you positive things that you're going to remember and why, give you some triggers that are going to make you remember those things, and then they're going to count you out of it. We're going to get you out of it. Now you're going up a staircase, or you're counting back from a number. Either way, here's how you're going to feel when you come out of it. Your normal hypnosis session is created to cover all parts. So if you're this way, this way, this way, or this way, gotcha. There's a 90% chance we're going to cover all bases. But the truth is, we're all really, one of those things is more likely going to be our primary driver. It's the primary motivator. The really good hypnotists are good at spotting that on you.
That's trippy.
They can be like, John, you're a black and white sort of person. You just need I'm going to give you a complicated thought, and then I'm going to snap you into nothingness. And they'll see it. They'll be like, tap. It's crazy for them to do it physically with no words even. They can just literally make you move your body in a way that tells your brain like, yep, this is comfortable, and I'm out. I'm here. Okay, what do you want? It's weird. Those people are really trippy. It's fascinating stuff.
That is trippy. Very trippy. On that note, I'm going to crash because I got to get up in 6 hours. So
you want me to send you the penis enlargement one, or the self-esteem one, or the wealth one, weight loss, women? I don't know what Kundalini means, but that one seems good. I'll tell you what,
it'll break my desire to lick as much pussy as possible. Maybe that's a good idea.
It could be. Yeah, I don't know if the sex drive one is going to increase it or decrease it, but I'll send you.
Yeah, I'm good on the sex drive thing.
So Kundalini.
I've already. I'm looking to fuck this desk right now. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the sex drive.
Yeah, well, that desk thinks that.
Well, it's hard.
You don't have what it takes, and it dares you.
I'm gonna prove it wrong, Jeff. I'm gonna prove it wrong right now. I'm here to tell you.
Dude, you showed.
You turn the camera off first, okay? We don't want you to get us banned again.
Yeah, let me end the show. Hey, let's just end the show. It's late. So,
right. Hold on. Let me take off my hoodie.
The women's one. Send me at least that one.
The which one?
The women's one. I'll see what it's about.
Okay.
When are you back home, John?
Not till next Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm on the road for 8 straight days, seeing 11 different partners. in 8 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy.
You were so excited to get back out on the road post COVID.
Oh, I am. I'm super excited to be on the road. Just at this point, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm not thrilled that I have to get up at 7 to be at a meeting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not thrilled with that part. Like
Yeah,
tomorrow
that's-
night will be
that's
fine.
awesome.
I'll be in Bend, Oregon. Bend over, Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I just got to make it to like 2 in the afternoon tomorrow, and I'm good.
Oh,
So, but yeah, just keep sending me links because I don't have my computer up. So that worked fine.
Perfect.
So when you guys decide to play, just let me know. And
Yeah.
if I can, even though Missy like fucking texts me 400 times, where are you? What are you gonna do when you come? I'm like, I'm out. I'm not.
If you were, but you didn't answer till like after like 4 or 5, and finally he's like, I'm still out. I was like,
4 or
oh.
5 times. She's
I
fucking
was
like,
like, I
hey, where are you?
stopped. And then I stopped, but you didn't answer me. Like, he'll eventually answer me because I'll piss him off enough.
No, you didn't piss me off. I was disappointed that I wasn't able to come on.
See, I got you on here though.
perfect.
Thank you.
I'm
thank you.
gonna send you guys a Google Drive link to the 39 different hypnosis MP3s because
Cool.
they're too big to drop even a single one into Messenger. So I'll drop the link in Messenger if you guys want to check them out. And then yeah, we'll see. We should get a hypnotist to come on and hypnotize us.
I'm in.
That would be dope.
Yep.
All right, I'll do some research and see if I can find.
We
somebody
should
who's
also
willing to do
find
it.
a psychic.
I
You
would
know,
love that.
we should start interviewing people. Like legit, like not friends, just like there's a ton of resources out there. Be like, hey, you're an expert at this. Would you come on our show? One of my favorite dudes. He's a very he's very conservative. He's a big muscular dude named Andy Frisella. He does 75 hard. He created this program where you do like 75 days of working your ass off, basically. Anywho, on his show, he was like, I was on his page and he said, if you have a podcast, doesn't matter how big, how small it is, and you want me to come on as a guest, I will do it. The guy's a multimillionaire. He's like, I'll do it for free. I'll do it because you asked. He goes, this is my way of giving back. I stopped running ads on my stuff a long time ago. And I just, I'm happy to support you. If you're a fan, I'll be a fan and I'll come to your show. Just let me know. We'll arrange it. I'm like,
wait,
that made me nervous. I'm like, I listen to this guy like all the time. He's amazing. He's super well known. He's one of those guys who's on all the motivational stuff that'll come up on YouTube, like the little, you know, if you recall ever seeing a motivational guy who's yelling like aggressively at people, you know what? Your problem is you don't have any fucking problems. That's what your problem is. He's you're like, oh shit, you're right.
The only thing is if you decide to do that and actually have people come on to interview, we have to have our shit together.
Yes.
We can't just spitball at them. We have to
Correct.
like have
Correct.
questions. and
It'll
stuff.
be pointed like 60 minutes.
I mean, it'll still be us because we're still gonna
It'll
fuck
still be
things
us.
up. Yeah, you know. Just saying.
But we'll actually have to flesh out questions and then actually ask them in some sort of a reasonable fashion.
Yeah.
And but we should start doing that.
Sounds like a plan.
So
But I agree. A hypnotist and a psychic to hypnotize and read us would be awesome.
oh shit, yeah. Oh, I want someone to do my numerology.
Ooh, that too. Yeah.
I want someone to milk John's prostate
Me too.
on the show. She's just
I'm a hands off.
yeah.
Hands off.
Yeah. I want him
You're
to
gonna milk my prostate with no hands. Now that's a
Nope.
talent.
I want to see John look like the Stifler in what was the movie when Road Trip? Yeah, Road Trip. Oh, you need help? We're gonna milk your prostate. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right,
All right,
you kids
guys.
have a wonderful evening.
Have a great
Hope
night
to talk to
for
you soon.
my buddy
Thank you for
Transplanted Double
coming
John,
on.
Night.
Missy, Mama Fox, Dad Bod Biker Beard, what's that thing that I say to get off the show? How's that go?
How does it go?
I think it goes like love one another
Yep.
and love yourself.
There you go. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I ate basmati rice and some spicy sausage and some vegetables. I made a stir fry earlier and I put some bitter melon in it. FYI, bitter melon is bitter as fuck. That's why it's called bitter melon. Little goes a long way. And I'll be honest with you, like real honest, don't ever need to eat bitter melon. It's fucking gross. If you want to understand what it's like to eat bitter melon, it looks like a kind of like a funky cucumber. Just take some like Mitchum underarm deodorant and then lick the shit out of that, and it'll suck all the moisture out of your mouth. That's pretty much like eating bitter melon. Don't do it. Gross. All right. Hypnosis, the final frontier.